Hopefully it works. But hopefully people will find the stream. I don't know, man. I'm just here, man. Let's see. Can I engage with the live chat? That is the question. That is the question. Yes, I can see the live chat. Hello, welcome. This is my first time doing a live stream, so I'm just kind of trying to figure it out. But I think I got it. Yeah, I think it's working. Oh, there we go. Yes, it's working. How exciting. Hey everybody, I'm so happy you're here. Happy New Year, witches. I'm so excited. I can't believe that it's already 2022. I mean, if you guys celebrate New Year on Halloween, then yeah, it's New Year's for you. Hello. I'm doing live from my phone, so it's kind of hard to see the chat. I can only see like 1 or 2 messages at a time, so forgive me if I miss your message. But I have some tea. Are you guys ready? I'm about to show you the cutest teapot ever in the world. So it's my pride and joy. This is the teapot. Look, it's so cute. Ah, it's so cute. I just love it. And then it comes with 2 of these cups, but obviously I'm only using 1. But yeah, it's like one of my favorite color blues. You know, you just gotta love the sky blue, my friends. It's the best. So I hope you guys had a wonderful, wonderful Halloween, a wonderful Samhain. Let me know what you guys did in the chat if you did anything special. Hey, the Tarot Magician, thanks for joining us. Let me know if you did a ritual or anything like that. I pretty much just played Animal Crossing. No, I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed at all. Which, I have an exciting announcement about Animal Crossing, but I'm gonna wait until we're a little bit more into the stream until I do that. So please do not forget to leave a like on the stream if you have not already, because it really helps me out and it lets the algorithm gods know that this is the stream to be at. So we want all the hatchlings here. But with that being said, I'm going to pour myself some tea. So go ahead and grab a snack or tea or bowl or drink or whatever you do with your life to relax, and come relax with me. Yes. And hopefully I don't spill tea everywhere, because it happens. Oh, no, we're not spilling it. I am drinking lemon ginger tea because it's my favorite. Hello, Wood Dweller. Thank you for joining us. Let's see, is it still too hot? Oh, just a little bit. Hey Josh, Leslie, thank you for joining. Super excited to have you guys here. Can you believe I've never live streamed on my channel? I like thought about it like a couple days before Samhain. Hey Star Girl, thanks for joining us. Ooh, tarot reading and meditated, that's fun. I was like, how have I never live streamed on my YouTube channel before? That's like atrocious. Like, I was like, bruh, I've almost had this channel for like 10 years and I've never live streamed. That's like embarrassing. I dressed as a night elf from WoW. Hell yeah, Shadow Main. And I'm kind of new to Witch Life. That's okay, Josh. We can all be new sometimes. And just because you're new don't mean that you're any less of anything. Hey Bambi, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining, John. This thing is fallen. It's fallen down. But it's okay. That's what happens when you get your costumes from Amazon. They don't always fit you. But yes, I'm excited because I have so much I want to talk to you guys about today. It's going to be super duper exciting, and hopefully YouTube doesn't hate me and actually saves the stream when I'm done, depending on how long it is. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. I'm not trying to be here for longer than an hour, but I wanted to at least be here for like half an hour just because, like, why not? Used to be a witch, but I gave up on it and lost my Book of Shadows, then decided to come back, and now I'm at the beginning and lost. Oh, that happens. You know, when I first started practicing witchcraft, I was very, like, I don't really give a fuck about my like book of shadows, you know, like I didn't really have one, and it wasn't till like I want to say I was practicing for like 5 years before I made one, and like now it's like one of the most viewed videos on my channel. Hey Rocky Taylor, thank you for joining us. Please leave a like on the stream if you haven't already because it really helps out a lot. But yeah, so if you're feeling lost and if you're feeling like you have no idea where to start, like that's totally normal. Like you're actually in the same boat as a lot of people. You just gotta be easy on yourself and follow what your intuition is telling you to go for. Hello Gen X, this is an actual live stream. It's the first one I've ever done on the channel, so happy! And hello Gerald disappeared before I could see it. I don't have a computer, actually. It kind of died, so please forgive. Have you been thought about streaming on Twitch, starting your own podcast, vlog channel? Okay, yes, so I actually wanted to talk to you guys about second channels. I guess I might as well jump into it right now because hype. But first, we must take a break for the tea. So good. Anyway, let me know what your favorite kind of tea is because I just love tea. But anyway, so I want to talk to you guys about second channels because if you guys have been following me for a long time, you'll know that I actually had a second channel way back in the day, and then YouTube deleted it because I was talking about weed, and that was like not okay. I'm drinking lemon ginger tea. Trying to relax myself for the evening. I love dark. Are we back? Can you hear me? Question mark. Leave me a comment if you can hear me because my eye thingy. Yes, it works. Okay, so like I said, I've been doing this for my phone, and my computer's broken. It's a long story, so I'm kind of just like functioning from my iPhone. So please, streaming gods, don't kill the app next time. So if the app crashes again, I will just come back on. Unless I formally say goodbye, bitches. I'm not going anywhere. Okay, so now that I'm back, thank you for waiting. Please leave a like on the stream. And let's talk about second channels because that's what I was talking about before I was so rudely interrupted by you YouTube. What the hell is wrong with you? Anyway, so I had like an old like second channel way back in the day. I was pretty much doing like the weed and the witchcraft stuff, and YouTube was like, no, that is not allowed. So I was deleted, and that was the only other second channel that I had. And then I was kind of just like really sketched out about making another like second YouTube channel, okay? But I have changed my mind because I wanted to let everyone know, big announcement, you heard it here first, that this channel, excuse me, is now going to be, I mean it kind of always has been, but it's going to be explicitly witchcraft, yes. You heard me. No more weird random off-topic videos anymore. I will mostly be focusing on draconic witchcraft on this channel moving forward. So it's pretty much just something that I feel like I know what I'm talking about, and like everything else that I do create content on, I have to thoroughly research because it's something that is not like my forte. And like draconic witchcraft is like my forte. Like I've done research on this like for nearly a decade, like dragons history and stuff like that, even longer before I was like identified as a witch or a draconic witch for that. And I just kind of wanted to make this channel, my Azura Dragonfeather channel, like explicitly like draconic witchcraft, but I'll also do like Theron and Otherkin content on this channel as well, and some other like, you know, like spirituality basic stuff. I have a feeling that the app might crash again. Hopefully it don't do that. Hopefully it doesn't do that. Oh, pray it don't go away. But anyway, so moving on from that, so you can expect to have this just be the witchcraft situation. If you want to learn about witchcraft from me, you will find it from here. And with that being said, I honestly have felt like really boxed in by that, and like it's been a big cause for me like not actually wanting to really post on this channel. I felt like I had to post witchcraft, or I like wasn't gonna get, like, no one was gonna care, no one was gonna want to watch anything else that I posted or whatever, because like I'm more than just a witch, guys. Like I do more than just witchcraft, and I wanted to share like the other parts of myself with you too. So I am really excited to announce that I'll be having a second YouTube channel called Azuzu Bunnycorn, where it's just like everything else. I'll pretty much just post whatever the fuck I want to over there. And as soon as the channel's all ready to go, it'll be linked down below, and then it'll be linked in like every single video from here on out. I'm really excited because then I won't feel like I'm so boxed in, and I can just post whatever the hell I want on that channel, and then I will just post witchy stuff here. So if you want anything on that channel, I'll literally talk about anything on the other channel. I'll talk about, you know, current events. I'll talk about probably some drama and tea stuff, because your girl has a guilty pleasure for drama channels. And I'll also post like vlog type of content and just like other topical videos too that just don't really make sense on this channel. And of course like my fashion and stuff will go over there too. Just because, like, unless it has like an emphasis on like witchy fashion, it's not going on this channel. So I just wanted you to know that if you don't want to watch any of the other stuff that I will post over on my second channel, you'll be able to find all the witchy stuff here, so that way you can pick and choose what you want to subscribe to. And I think that'll be good for you guys and good for me as well. I've seen you in the T-channel comments. It's so embarrassing. Ah! No, but seriously though, like, it's so, like, ah man, like I just like watching those kinds of videos, because like I live in LA, and like some of these like creators like I've like interacted with and stuff like that, like I'm low-key really involved in the scene out here in LA. I never really post about it on this channel because I just feel like it didn't make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense to post it on this channel. Like, I'm a witch. I'm not gonna bring you around Hollywood on this channel. It didn't make sense, okay? It didn't make sense. So that's what the other channel will be for, and again, like I said, I'll leave it all down below for you to subscribe to, and I'll blow it up and stuff like that. But I said a second channel. Well, I was lying, because I wanted to let you know that I'll be making a third YouTube channel. Yeah, I know that might sound a little excessive, but I have to be honest with you guys. I'm obsessed with Animal Crossing. Ah! Hello, Alyssa. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, Easy Tay. Yes, a third one. I'm going to be making a third YouTube channel for gaming, for specifically Animal Crossing. I don't know if I'll post Pokemon videos, because I'm a little disappointed with how Pokemon has been. So yeah, I literally wasn't gonna do a gaming channel for Animal Crossing, because to be honest with you guys, New Horizons has like really disappointed me. Like, I was freaking pissed, okay? Like, I was like, literally so much is missing from New Leaf, what is happening? But then they announced the new update, and oh my gosh, it changed my life. So I was like, nope, fuck it, I have to make a YouTube channel now. So you'll be able to find me for all of that Animal Crossing content at Azuzu Crossing. I'm so happy and excited to share with you guys. Do what brings you joy. Dude, hell yeah, do what brings you joy too. So if you guys don't want to see, like, if you guys don't care about the gaming stuff, don't worry, I'll still be posting the original regular content here. But if you guys do want to see all that, it'll all be there for you. Like I said, I don't have a computer, so I wasn't really able to properly like give this like stream a proper description and stuff. I'll have to go into that after I'm done streaming and edit it and update it. It's a shit show, man, but you can do it. It's possible. So if you guys only have an iPhone or only have a smartphone and you're like, oh, I could never do a YouTube channel. Yes, you can, okay? I literally run my whole business by my phone. You can too. I believe in you. But yeah, that's kind of the first exciting update. I'm so happy. Like, I literally could not express the excitement I have for not only having another channel just to like shitpost on, but also to have, oh, thank you so much for the super chat. Just got a new hat, did a sound cleanse on my room, and started practice nocturnal witchcraft. Ooh, nocturnal witchcraft, what does that entail? Is that just like at nighttime, or what exactly? I've never heard of that before. Thank you, Alley Cat. I I had to be Daenerys Targaryen because, like, bitch, I'm the mother of hatchlings, man. I, like, really relate to her. Like, if you've ever needed to see me, like, who I am represented by a character, it is definitely Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. Hey, Alyssa, what is Animal Crossing? Animal Crossing is a game on the Switch that is basically the greatest thing ever invented. It's truly the greatest game ever created. You cannot change my mind. And it's basically where you are this human and you have all of these villagers that are animals, and then all of the NPCs in the game are also animals, and you basically just like build an island of your own, and you can like decorate outside and like terraform it to look how you want, and you can like have all the characters you want. And the town that I have in my Halloween Crossing town is a seasonal spooky theme, so it's like every single season is like adapted for like spooky stuff. So I'll get more into it on my other channel, but it's really exciting because, like, all I gotta say, man, is like I've officially adopted Halloween every day of the year because it's my personality now. Oh my gosh, it's so funny that you asked me about Squid Game because, like, I know nothing Jon Snow. The only thing I really have to say about it is that, like, I'm so happy to see a show that's not in English getting that type of promotion and that success, because English is so overrated. Oh my god. Like, shows are so much better when you watch them in, like, their original language. And, like, I would totally watch Squid Game, but I've heard from so many people that the English subtitles are trash, so I'm like, I don't know what to do. Just a stupid English is why. Do you like the show? I don't really know much about it, but, like, I would be interested in, like, watching it with, like, people who, like, know what is actually being said. Thank you for the super chat, City of Shadow Seas. I can send you the Audible book link for the Audible book I have about it. Ooh, that would be interesting. Thank you. You can message me anything on Instagram, and I will do my best to get back to you, because my Instagram DMs are a little terrifying. I'm so sorry. It's either people saying weird random shit, genuine people saying hi and really nice messages, or just really creepy men. There's really no in between. But if I know who I'm looking for, I know I'll find your message. So, would you stream on Twitch and play video games on in the future? Yes. So that is actually the goal. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't have a computer, and I personally currently only have a Switch Lite, so I'm not able to use a capture card, so I have to, like, film it, like, film me playing the game, but don't worry, I have a really cool, unique way that I'm gonna film my Animal Crossing videos until I can actually get capture card and stream properly. But again, with where I'm living currently, I don't really have access to a computer nor a regular setup, like a nice gaming setup, and the people who I live with are really weird about bandwidth, if you will. I don't really want to get into it. I don't really live in the best place in the world, but that's okay. Don't worry about me. I'm okay. I'm just grinding really hard to move out as fast as possible so I can do that. So hopefully by next year I'll have all my whole setup and stuff like that, and I would love to start streaming on Twitch. It's actually been one of the biggest dreams of mine ever since I started, like, creating content, was to be like a live streamer, because it's so easy. Like, something that I hate, like, with a passion, is editing. I know that's probably weird coming from a YouTuber, but I don't like it. It takes so much time, and if I could just sit on a camera and, like, stream and talk to you, I don't have to edit. Oh, it would be a dream come true. So, there's that. I'm glad you're safe, though, little things. Sad is not the best circumstances. Yeah, but you know what? Like, it could be worse, and I'm not trying to, like, downplay my situation, because it isn't the best, but, like, I'm just grateful that I have a place to live, especially in the middle of a pandemic. So I do have the fans of only. I can't really talk too much about it on YouTube. I will get killed and they'll delete me. But if you want to access my fan sites, you can follow me on Twitter at AzuzuBunnycorn, and all of that will be over there for you. So 18 plus and only. 18 plus and only? That made no English. That was, no. Hello? Please, stream, don't crash. Don't crash. Okay. I think we're good. Yeah, for real, YouTube and its censorship. I'm lagging a little bit. Please, don't crash on me. I think we're back. I think I'm okay. Hopefully. I will pour another cup of tea in the meantime. Are we good? Sir? Anyway, so that was the first thing, is the second channels and stuff. Do you like TikTok videos and ASMR videos? Oh my god, ASMR, I'm addicted to ASMR. You'll find witchy ASMR on this channel. That's like the only ASMR videos I would really ever do. I do some ASMR on my 18 and older content, but tweeted the Audible book link to you. Oh, thank you so much, and thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate it. So let's see. When you glow up this year, are you going to get one of those fancy lofts and then distance yourself? No, I'll never leave my original fan base. I love you guys way too much for that. Like, that's a thing, you know what I mean? Like, I was really, like, going through this, like, internal battle with myself of, like, of course I always want to create, like, witchy content, especially, like, draconic witchy content and, like, Theron and Otherkin content. Excuse me, which is, like, probably what I'm known for the most online. But, like, I also, like I said earlier, like, I'm so much more than, like, a witch and, like, an Otherkin. Like, I'm so much more than that, and I don't want to feel boxed in with that because I have so many other types of content that I'd want to share with you guys. But the thing is in the past when I post it here, it was really hit or miss because, like, let's be honest, like, you guys subscribe for witchcraft, like, and I'm like, just give the people what they want, you know? And it's like, it's not like I hate that, like, hate creating that content or anything. I love it so much. It's just like, I don't want it to be the only thing I can create, and that's why I'm gonna make other, you know, channels and outlets for myself to create other content, because I need to for my own mental health. Like, I can't just be the draconic witch on the internet. I will lose my shit. I'm honored. Don't even get it twisted. Like, I am so honored and grateful for every single person who's ever subscribed, no matter why you subscribed. But you guys want to see witchcraft content on this channel, and my analytics tell me this, and you guys tell me this. Like, whenever I'm like, oh, what kind of videos do you want to see next? It's always like, give us the witchy content, give us the dragons, give us the Theron and Otherkin stuff, give us the rituals, give us the DIYs, you know, like, and I'm totally here for that. So I just figured that having other channels will just help with that. So I can always post what you guys want to see here, and if you guys want to see more from me, you can subscribe to their channels, and if you don't give a fuck, then you don't have to, and you can just stay here and get what you want. Everybody wins. Hey Mark, thank you for joining us. But yeah, so that's, cheers to that. People shove you into a box and you want to be like, no, literally, like, and especially in the witchcraft community too, like, people who work with mythical creatures get such a bad rap. Oh my god, like, it's so bad. Like, people are like, that's not real witchcraft, like, you're in a fantasy land. And I'm like, bro, I thought we, like, left the judgmental, like, religions for a reason. We're all witches. Don't we know that, like, everyone has their own way to connect with witchcraft and magic? Like, I'll never understand that. So yeah, I don't really get that. I don't really understand it. Thank you, Rocky Taylor. I appreciate it. I hope that you guys are like on board with the plan I have with the separate channels, but there's that. And that's probably the most exciting announcement that I have. And all of the, like, my new channels will start up this month, so if they're not posted by today, they should be posted by tomorrow. and then I'll have a video up there for you to watch. I was supposed to already have it done by Halloween, but man, you know, sometimes your mental health doesn't let you get out of bed, but that's okay. And some of the best advice that I learned, I think I heard this on TikTok, but it was basically like, if you feel like you can't post your content at the right time, then post it at the wrong time. And that was like the best advice I've ever heard, which is why I'm doing this like stream now. Like, I just didn't have the energy to do it on Halloween, and so I was like, okay, so just because it's like 2 days later doesn't mean that people aren't gonna want to like hang out and talk about like Halloween, and like doesn't mean that I can't dress up again. Like, what the hell? Like, I just love Halloween. So when will we see the new channel you're about to create? Within 24 to 48 hours. So like I said, it was already supposed to be done, but you know, mental health is a piece of shit, so fuck you, depression, I'm still gonna get it done. But it's all good. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, I'll update you guys over there every time, and then on my community post here on the channel, you'll see me post there, and then in every video you'll see it linked, and you'll hear me talk about it as soon as it's up and live. So that is how it goes. How do people upload videos every day on YouTube? It's actually really hard, bruv. Like, I did it for a while a few years ago. I had like the year in a day series, and don't recommend it. Like, unless you have like planned it out in advance and like pre-filmed it in advance, like that's how you do it. Would you be up for doing collaboration when you have some free time? I'm good friends with Akasha Wolf, and I've heard her channel. Oh my gosh. Akasha Wolf is literally one of the reasons why I have a YouTube channel. She is an absolute doll, an absolute sweetheart, and if you don't know who she is, fail. Go follow her now. Her and I are actually pretty close friends, and she's like, anytime you come visit me, let's make content. Or like, whenever she was like, if you're ever in the state that I'm in, like, please, like, let's make content. And I'm like, yes. But then COVID hit. Haha, fuck you, COVID. But yeah, I'm totally down for a collab. The Tarot Magician, I think that was your username. I'm totally down. I'm down all the time for collabs. It's one of my favorite things to do on YouTube. So my DMs are open. You can message me on Instagram, or you can email me at my business email, which is azuradragonfeatherofficial@gmail.com. Don't email me there if you're not talking about business, because you will be blocked, okay? Just so you know. Dude, I would, like, it would be a dream to just, like, have, like, a witchy road trip with, like, all the witchy YouTubers. I'd literally lose my shit. It would be the coolest thing ever. Dragons are taking over again. Yes, they are. When are they not taking over, though, honestly? Like, oh, I know. They weren't taking over in the end of Game of Thrones. I'm so salty about how Game of Thrones ended. Yeah, I mean, so the whole premises of my 31 Days of Samhain is to post every day in October. But I haven't been able to do it the last couple years for so many different reasons. But I have an actual team that I'm working with, and so hopefully next year I'll be able to do more stuff like that, because there's just so many freaking days. There's only so many hours in a day, you know what I'm saying? And like, I literally cannot do it all by myself. I'm only one person. I'm just one human being. And I also have to make time to play Animal Crossing. Are you kidding me? So yeah, hopefully everything works out and I can get that editor secured so I can focus more on creating content and less time on editing, because I hate that shit. I mean, not that I'm not good at it. I'm good at editing. Doesn't mean I like it though. Yeah, I would post vlogs on my other channel. The only time I would post vlogs on this channel would be if it was like witchy related. So like if I went to like Pagan Pride or something like that, then I would post that vlog on this channel. But yeah, otherwise I will be posting vlogs on the other channel. But I'm not making vlogs like a promised regularly scheduled thing. It's just like if I have something exciting to show you, I do, because I really don't like people. Really don't like places. So it takes a lot for me to get out of my house and like socialize. Ew. Can you relate? Oh my gosh. There's only a few people. There's only a few people who I will do things for, and it's not many. Especially in LA, guys. Like, if you've never been to LA, bro, like, the energy that people have, like, literally here. Oh my god, hi! It's so good to see you! Oh my gosh, you look so cute! Like, oh, I can't. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. Oh, thank you. Lamba Toast? Sorry, I probably said your name wrong, but I've wanted to do cosplay for so long, and this is my first ever cosplay. And if you want to see more pictures of my cosplay, you can go check out my Instagram at Azura Dragonfeather. I worked really hard, but yeah, it's just like really fun. It's not necessarily fake like the people in LA. It's just like the energy is like over the top. Like, it's just like, maybe it is a little fake. Cause like, don't get me wrong, there's some actual people in LA who like, that is their personality. Like, oh my god, they like talk like this and it's like great and they're like so energetic and so animated and oh my god. Chill. Relax. And it's just like, I think the only thing I could say is like, people seem like caricatures of themselves when they go out, and like, especially in the influencer scene in LA, oh my god, like, I never know if that's really them, or if that's just like their personality on steroids. Dude, but I can't get out of LA, I love LA, so like, it's fine. I'm trying to get my boyfriend to LA, but he's all the way in Canada. It's draining to be around if you're not a part of it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not like into that energy, then it's no. I personally am totally like that sometimes. Like, you've seen my videos, like sometimes I'm literally bouncing off the walls. It just like, for me, when I'm out socializing with people, like, it takes my energy. Like, I don't get energy from hanging out with people. Like, I have only so many coins that I can spend in a day, and sometimes just one interaction takes all my freaking coins. So, especially, oh my gosh, I used to be really deep in the metal scene out here. Never again. Never again! I feel very drained after socializing. Dude. My people. Like, I literally love just like live streaming in my freaking bathroom. Podunk, Idaho, moved from LA, said there were people look at your clothes. Yeah, it's a lot, man. Heard everybody moving to Texas. No fucking thank you. Texas is dead to me. I mean, if I could, I would literally move to Texas just to vote a certain way. But I ain't got that kind of money, so not yet anyway. Psh, I ain't putting that energy out in the universe. I got money in the bank, what you think? I love being cozy, vibing, and just cuddling. Dude, whoa, what happened in Texas? The lawmakers is what happened in Texas. Azura, would you do videos reacting to witches on TikTok? It's funny you ask, because I'm literally gonna start a series on my channel where I like react to witch talk and stuff. Or like when I make fun of witch talk, because witch talk is so toxic. Like, witch toxic is what it should be called, because it's fucking trash. Don't get me wrong, like, I follow some really awesome witches on there, like, but you have to dig, and especially, like, you have to be really careful, especially, okay, I don't want to, like, bring race into this, but it's totally, it is about race, okay, like, the white witches who look like me on TikTok, most of them don't know what they're talking about, and they think that it's okay to wear, like, sacred headdresses, or they think it's okay to, like, practice voodoo, and I'm just like, please, what are you doing? The more you do this, the less people will trust me. It's fucking funny, but I'm serious. Like, it's just, like, so many people. Or they'll be like, you know that hexing is wrong. Like, the rule of 3 is gonna come and get, like, no. Do you realize that cursing and hexing has been a long, historical, passed down tradition for people of oppressed groups to get and to level the playing field against their oppressors? Like, it is not a bad thing. It's just a bad thing when you do it, Becky. Like, Oh god, I could really go into it, but we're not gonna go into it now. My eyelashes are falling off because I have this thing where like my eyes water like crazy, especially when I'm staring at like this bright ass light in my face. And I'm like trying not to cry my lashes off because I really am not in the mood to put on my lash in the middle of a live stream. That's kind of like really a mood killer, so we don't want to break the immersion here. You don't need to see me half lashed. We don't do that here. So pray for the lash that it stays. So if you see me fixing it, it's because I'm trying to keep it alive. Please stay. Oh, she is soaked, man. Soaked in the tears. I feel like the witchy community should be the safe space, but recently, oh my god. You're so right, but I mean, all I have to say is that here is a safe space, okay? Have you seen the witches video? No. BuzzFeed should have stayed the hell away from witchcraft. This is a problem, you know? Like, I used to be, like, one of those witches on the internet that's like, oh my god, we can never have enough people, like, creating content about witchcraft. And, like, I was so naive. I didn't realize that some people would just start spewing absolute trash from their faces. Like, okay. I just really hope that people who are getting into witchcraft do not come across those first and then think they have to practice a certain way and get re-traumatized all over again, and then, oh my god, people are coming to witchcraft to find, like, relief and, like, solace and sanctuary away from whatever the hell they were raised in. And it's totally a place for you to do that, but you just gotta be so careful who you consume on the internet. Political witchcraft, gross. It's a shit show, guys, and I wish there was more that I can do, but I am just one witch on the internet, and the only thing I can do is just call shit out as I see it. So I'm gonna do that, and that's why I'm excited for the witch talk videos. But like I said, like, I don't have a computer, so like editing that is like really complicated because I only have my phone, or I have to like organize it with my boyfriend who's all the way in Canada and has his own busy schedule. Like, he's a musician, he has his whole pop career doing his whole thing, and like he's offered to like edit my videos for me, and that's really sweet of him. But like at the same time, like, he has his own life too, and like I create so much content, like I don't want him to be like editing videos for me like every week. Oh, I would feel so bad. But like if I could like maybe have him edit a video here or there that's just like edit heavy, like, you know, with like the thing on the screen while I'm talking or whatever. We'll see, but like I'm just doing the best that I can and kind of like jumping back into the whole space, you know what I mean? A safe pace, witchy Discord where it's not controlling. I actually have been trying to create a Discord, but I'm really still kind of learning how to figure it out. So as soon as I figure out Discord, I actually will have a Discord for like witchcraft and all of that. So I hope that that could help some people. So please, if you haven't already, give the stream a like because it really helps me out. And I'm so proud of my phone for not crashing on me again. It's really exciting. So give a like on the stream to say congratulations, phone, for not crashing. I really recommend Discord bots. Interesting. So you mean like bots that like moderate? Is that what you're talking about? Because like I could get like bot moderators on like my YouTube channel too. Maybe one of your fans edit your videos in the future. See, that would be awesome, but I'm not about to make somebody work for me for free. That's absolutely disgusting. So I'm gonna pay whoever edits my shit because they deserve that. Yeah, helps you moderate. Yeah, I've heard of that. I follow a couple, enslave a fan. No! I'm the breaker of chains! I cannot do this! But yeah, I mean, like, there's a couple streamers that I follow on YouTube that have bots and use those bots and have, like, the bots in their Discord too, so I've just been kind of, like, getting involved in some other communities to try and, like, learn how that works, but also because I love the communities and I want to be a part of it, and they do most of their stuff on Discord, so I have no choice. I gotta get into it. So, there's that. I feel like there was something else I was going to tell you. Why didn't I write this down? I normally write shit down for my videos, but I guess I was just too hyped for this one. But I forgot. Whoopsie. Yeah, I know a lot of people really love Discord. I mean, I was in Discord for a while, like when I was really, really, really young. Like I want to say like maybe even like 5 years ago or something. But it wasn't really the greatest experience. I got kind of some creepy shit that happened and it kind of turned me off from Discord, so. But I think got a better head on my shoulders now, so I'm like really like good dealing with that stuff. Like the haters is like the least of my concerns. Like the weirdness is the least of my concerns. I just want to make sure that I have like everything I need to like keep my information and stuff protected before I really get involved, because you never know. Trust me, girl. I know. I've had some crazy shit happen to me in my day, especially just being a content creator on the internet. Like I don't even want to get into it. Have you heard of Hearth? Oh my god. My child, I love her so much. Oh my gosh, I cannot even tell you guys how much I love Hearthwitch or Heartwitch. I think it's Hearthwitch, but like she's like new, I think, newer. I don't know, like just the like last year or so, she's like been popping up in my recommended, and like, oh my gosh, I'm just like, have to click, must click all of them. And like in my analytics on YouTube, it tells me that like a lot of her viewers are like my viewers, and I'm just like, that's so wholesome. I feel so honored. So next time you guys watch her videos, say that Azura says hi, because I love her face. But anyway, so yeah, I mean like there's just like so many different things that I want to explore and kind of like branch out to, but also at the same time, like I said, like I'm struggling with my mental health, and the last thing that I need to do is like pile up so many things. Oh my gosh, the Witch of Wonderlust, she's absolutely precious as well. Oh my gosh, all of you guys have so many recommendations. I gotta check out some of these YouTube channels that I've never heard of. What the hell? Like, it makes me so happy. Like, when I first started creating witchy content on the internet, there were really like maybe a couple dozen creators, and now there's so many, and it makes me so happy. So happy! Like, I need that diversity, you know what I mean? And like how each of them are like, have their different crafts and stuff like that. Like, I'm so over just seeing all of these Wiccan creators. Like, I love you guys. Like, I love the Wiccan content, don't get me wrong, but it's just like, there's so much more than Wicca. Like, ta-da! You know, like, and like, I don't practice Wicca anymore. Like, there might be a couple like principles that I still follow from Wicca, but like, I don't identify as a Wiccan, and I will most likely be a draconic witch for the rest of my life. I mean, like, I work with mythical creatures, like, that's like the gist of it, but like, focus on, dude, Anya Esma, she's my babes. I remember before she started her channel, I was like, I want you to do this. I will shout you out, girl. I'm pretty sure I did a Witch to Watch episode on Anya Esma. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hi Ari, thanks for joining the stream. My eyeballs are really trying to keep up with this because the light is so dark in my face. So dark in my face. They're like, I cannot handle. I like look away and I see this like ring in my vision. That's so sad. Anthony Padilla video. Yeah, you know what's crazy? It's crazy that you say Anthony Padilla, because he actually made a video about like otherkin and like Theorins, and I made it into the video. I was like, how did you freaking find me? He has like a clip, like a 2-second clip at like 0:20 or 0:22 seconds in the video about Theorin and otherkin that shows a picture of me with my horns and my wings as he's referencing dragonkin, and I'm just like, the honor. That is like I was fangirling so hard because like I grew up watching Smosh, and I was like, I want to be like him. And the fact that I made it on the channel, I was like, oh, dude, I got so many subscribers when he posted that video. It was unbelievable. Like, like, he didn't even mention me in his video, he didn't even mention my name, I wasn't linked anywhere, but for whatever reason, I'm pretty sure people were searching Dragonkin, and that's how they found my channel, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so honored. But yes, I've seen his video on witchcraft too, because I'm always watching his videos, they're incredible. I can't think of Anthony and not hear Dixon. I don't even know who that is, that's funny. See, I'm kind of involved, kind of not involved. I haven't been involved with like Anthony Padilla before he started the kind of content that he does. Like, I was into it with Smosh, and then I remember when he like made that video why he like left Smosh, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so emotional. And then he started doing the content that he does now, and like now I don't ever miss a video of his. It's too good. So shout out to you, Anthony. You're the she is. I do not watch BuzzFeed. I think it is a waste of my time. Ding, sorry. Hope that's not a hot take, but they've spread some misinformation about quite a few too many things, and I just kind of avoid it. I have better things to do with Shane and Ryan. Oh, that was a minute ago, I bet. We don't talk about Shane on this channel. What kind of bread are you? I'm pumpernickel. Padilla and the other dude from Smosh did a song called Dixon Cider. Oh, okay, so it's a song. Alright, I'll have to check it out. Never watched BuzzFeed other than Unsolved. Oh no, not Shane, wrong one. Okay. That's so funny. Yeah, I have so many conflicting opinions about that, because like, I don't want to get into it in this video. Maybe I'll talk about it on the other channel. Did Anthony get this stuff right about witches? I mean, yeah, but like, there's so many different types of witchcraft, you can never get it in one video. Like, what he should have done, and I'm not trying to like be mean or anything, but like, Happy New Year, what he should have done was like, talk about a type of witchcraft instead of just witches in general. Do you know what I mean? Like, because like, draconic witchcraft and green witchcraft and like Santeria are all so different. It's so, like, how? Like, you can't, one does not simply put a bruja in the same box as a draconic witch. Like, it doesn't work that way. And like, there's just so many different types. Like, then there's people who are like, you know, like religious witches, and there's people who are secular witches, and there's people who, there's just so many, there's just so many things to cover about witchcraft that I feel like you can never make just one video about witchcraft unless it's gonna be 2 years long. It's one of those things, man. It's like you trying to make a video on like medicine. There's so many different kinds of medicine and practices of medicine. You couldn't fit it all in one video. You have to break it down. That's all I gotta say about the witches. Or witches on his channel anyway. But yeah, so for the new year, I'm excited because I will be doing, the goal is to try and be posting about dragon video each week, and then other videos each week. Like, I want to post like 2 to 3 times a week, and doing it by like scheduling it in advance for me, like filming it in advance and then editing it in advance, has actually really helped me not get overwhelmed. But also I have just so many things that I want to create content on, because like I feel like the past 2 years I really have not been on this channel just because I've been going through a lot, you know what I mean? And like, it's just like, so to answer your question, Bambi, like for me, I personally feel like I've been so disconnected from my path and my practice the past 2 years that like I really kind of like didn't even feel like a witch anymore. Like, especially realizing that there were a lot of practices that I was doing, like for example burning white sage, like I didn't realize like that was like a big no-no, and like, oh my gosh, this is bad. You know, like, and so I felt like I was like, do I even have a right to be a witch, blah blah blah, like, and I got like all of these like awful thoughts in my head, and then at the end of the day I just had to remind myself like, okay, why am I a witch? I'm a witch because I believe in dragons and their magic, and it has changed my life. And so coming back to that realization like really helped me like ground my roots in being a draconic witch even more than I think I ever have. And just like I want to like stay in that lane and like really perfect that craft because it's like what I'm mostly called to. And like, yeah, you never stop learning on your path. We never do. You'll be learning until the day that you die, and anyone who says otherwise is just like, don't listen. You don't want to listen. It's a big red flag if someone says, I know everything, or I don't need to learn anything else because I went to high school, or I went to this college and I know better. No, you don't, bitch. Everyone can keep learning. So there's that. But like when you feel off the path, like you gotta remember that falling off the path is part of being on the path, if that makes sense. Like you might feel disconnected from your guides, you might feel disconnected from your guardians or whatever, your gods or whatever, but they're always there with you. The only thing that's like not working is like how you perceive reality, or like how you view your situation, or the limitations you put on yourself. Like, I absolutely have to practice this way or I'm not doing it right. Like, that's wrong. Like, all you're doing is limiting yourself. And I think that is a big thing that is perpetuated by like mainstream witchcraft right now, is like if you don't have like the aesthetic altar, if you don't have all the tools, if you don't have all the herbs and the blah 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 to like make the most aesthetically pleasing like witch's jar or whatever, like you're not good enough. It's like, oh my gosh, like the magic is in you, sweetheart. Like, I recommend if you're feeling like you've fallen off the path to literally stop researching witchcraft. I know that sounds crazy, but just stop looking at all that stuff because it really does subconsciously program you. And like sit with yourself and disconnect from technology and just let your intuition guide you. Like maybe go outside and like find a rock and like work with that rock, or find a plant and like honor the plant, or like maybe find a tree you want to leave offerings to and spend time with. Like that's what it's all about. It's about connecting to nature and connecting to yourself, and like that's what you gotta remember, you know? Yeah, using the plants around you instead of buying online. Like, and like I said, I think in a previous video, like the video that I said, like magic online isn't real, like you absolutely have to understand that like our ancestors who practiced and developed these crafts, they literally had no internet. They didn't have Amazon. They didn't have like small witchy businesses they could buy from. They didn't have books they could order. You know, they literally did it themselves. They figured it out themselves, and that's what made it so beautiful and powerful. And so tapping into that is like so very good. So it's just important, you know, to remind yourself that there is no right or wrong way, you know, to practice witchcraft. Like, unless you're literally culturally appropriating and stealing shit and doing shit you shouldn't be because you're gonna attract, you know, ancestors that are not fond of your ancestors, that's all I gotta say. Excuse me. Are you streaming tomorrow again? I will not be streaming tomorrow, but I definitely want to be doing live streams more often on this channel, just because I don't know how I've never done this before. Like, that blows my mind. But I literally would love to keep doing it because it's fun to hang out with you guys, and like I said, I hate editing. Haha, you heard it here first. I really hate editing, and this is a great way to get out of that, but like still create content. TikTok witches drove me away from Wicca. Yep, wasn't deep enough into it and felt like there was too much TikTok witchery. Yeah, it's like, it's not good. The Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It bothered me because a lot of the stuff that they talk about in there about like specifically Yule, they said some things about Yule in there, like how at Yule the like veil is at its thinnest. Fucking lies. So I don't really like it. I don't really like it, and I don't really like how they made the witches worship the devil. That really helps their image. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and not to mention that the whole pagans in Sabrina the Teenage Witch literally were like bloodthirsty, whatever. That's not how it works. Like, I bet you there was not a single witch in charge of anything that went into that show. Maybe there were some witches who worked on the set. I don't know. But all I gotta say is the director and the people calling the shots were probably not witches. So, it's obvious. I really haven't seen many shows that, like, really nail the witchcraft situation in terms of media. They said they consulted Wiccans. Yeah, Wiccans. Problem. Kind of liked it, but only because it was overtly dark and bloody. Yeah, see, I'm not really into that. I am drinking tea. I'm drinking lemon ginger tea. I mean, okay, if I went into the show, like, it went into watching the show from, like, a neutral perspective, I loved it. But if I went into the show watching it as a witch, I hated it. Would you do your own show on witches? Of course I would. I actually have tried. Living in LA, you know what I mean? I got access to that kind of thing, but, like, the only problem is, like, finding, like, the funding and the crew to make it happen, you know? Because, like, I mean, I'm not good at, like, I'm not good at, like, the special effects part of editing, but, like, I could probably edit a decent sort of movie together. I got some faith in myself, but, you know, making a movie, you can't do that by yourself, really. I mean, you could, but, like, I don't recommend it. I personally like hot tea in, like, the fall, winter, and I like cold tea in spring and summer. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you guys joining us. Who about covens in British Columbia? I think I've seen some too, actually. You should make a movie, dude. Okay, so story time. I actually, when I was younger, I did, like, acting things. Like, I never, like, acted. Oh no, actually that's a lie. I actually did act in a movie. It was a movie that my cousin filmed for, like, her like, school project, but it, like, went to a film festival and, like, all of that, and, like, as soon as it's, like, I'm able to, like, share it with you guys, I will. But that's, like, the only acting I ever got to do, like, on camera. But, like, I went to, like, acting classes when I was a kid, and I went to, like, dancing classes, and I was, like, and singing lessons and stuff like that. I was very much in the LA, like kids, like, you know, have you seen that? I think the show is called Dance Moms. I think it's called Dance Moms. But, like, I was in, like, a scene very similar to that as a child. Not, like, Toddlers and Tiaras, but, like, something similar. Although it was, like, my dad who was, like, the one who was mostly helping me. Like, he was bringing me to the studio. He was, like, the one facilitating my singing lessons and stuff like that. But yeah, I jumped out of that industry when I was around 16. Just because I literally was, like, told to change everything about myself. They were like, oh, you play piano? That's great, but it would be better if you played guitar. More people would relate to playing guitar. Okay. Or they would be like, oh, like, you're a little too edgy for us. You should dress maybe a little bit more like a good girl. Like, no. I mean, I bet the industry is a little bit different now. Just because, like, social media and, like, TikTok and, like, all of the, like, whatever the fuck has, like, changed it a lot. But, like, when I was younger, like, it is so toxic for young children. It's so sad. And, like, I literally still struggle with, like, part of my identity because of that. Because, like, I literally remember, like, some of the, like, I grew up in, like, studios that, like, No Doubt recorded in. And, like, Michael Jackson was gonna record in. And, like, I don't want to get too much into it because it's, like, a whole long story. Maybe I'll make a story time about it. But, like, the recording engineers there were like, why isn't she in the studio? Why isn't she doing this? Why isn't she doing that? Like, I was literally a child. You know what I mean? Like, And like, I'm really glad that I like got out of it and like didn't, you know, sign all these contracts and like get a manager, and like that's kind of like the direction I was going in, you know, when I was like 15, 16. But I'm so glad I didn't continue that while I was that age, because I was not mentally, I wasn't good to do that. Imagine telling a strong Aquarius to fit in a box. It doesn't work. I ran away. They're looking to capitalize off of kids as much as possible, yeah. Ooh, a documentary about witches, interviewing them. That is honestly, I'm gonna put that in the books. I've wanted to do something like that for a long time, but it's just like, I want to be very inclusive if I'm gonna do something like that, and like I feel like I don't know enough like diverse like witches yet. Like I'm always looking for more, you know, like I don't want it to be just like all of the same type of witch, you know, like I would absolutely want to have from almost every single culture, practice, faith, or whatever that I could possibly think of and find, you know, a consenting party to share. But like it's a huge task, and like again, I also don't have like the team behind me to help me with that, and it's a lot to do by yourself. So like it's definitely something that I want to do, and like I'm getting more involved in like the industry again, you know, like, so I'm excited to like see what happens when I get more into the industry again, because like I said, I have a better head on my shoulders now, and I can like totally see through bullshit, you know, maybe not all the bullshit, but like definitely more bullshit than I could see through when I was a child, that's for sure. I think it should be illegal for kids to grow up in that kind of thing. It's just like, hot take, like I don't even think children should be on social media until they're at least 18, although I would prefer it to be 24, but it's a lot, isn't it? And I'm just saying, like, as somebody who started their YouTube channel when I was 13, like, I got a lot of hate from people who were, like, so much older than me. And there's, like, literally this YouTube channel that I almost went to court with because they literally, like, stole my videos. If you know, you know. Photoshopped me as a kangaroo, and then, like, said how they wanted to do horrible sexual things to me and then chuck me out of a helicopter. Traumatized me as a child. I was terrified. I literally got, like, anonymous calls before that were telling me they were gonna hang me as a witch just because I was posting content about I was 15, what are you doing? And then had people photoshopping my face onto like old photos of witches being burned at the stake on Twitter, and that's why I stayed the hell away from Twitter until like last year. It was like no child should ever be subjected to that, like just for posting content online. And like that's so scary. Like, yes, I've had stalkers, we've gone through all of that, and it's just like children are literally subjected to that just because they choose to like have TikTok or have a YouTube channel or like post on Instagram. And it scares me, guys. It scares me so much. I feel like I was lucky. Like I feel like I like barely escaped some of that stuff, you know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, it makes me so sad, like, to think of like kids going through that and like not knowing what to do, because like my family really didn't appreciate me having a child as, excuse me, my family didn't appreciate me having a channel as a child, but I wasn't about to delete it, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man, I'm not deleting my YouTube channel. I mean, it was the greatest thing that I ever did for myself, you know, because now I have like I have a career that I can like rely on, and like the fact that I've been able to support my family through the pandemic just because I post videos online is fucking incredible, and I couldn't have done it without you guys. So like seriously, thank you. Like, you changed my life. But like there's a flip side to it, you know, and it's like, especially when someone's brain is developing, like it's just not, the human psyche is not built for that. Dude, creeps ruin everything. And they wonder why people end up with poor mental health. That's true. It's so true. Like, and not that like, you know, like just because you might have like poor mental health doesn't mean like you're damaged goods or anything. Like, you know, like just because like, you know, you might have dealt with trauma or something doesn't mean that like your personality is a red flag. Like, no, you've been through some shit and maybe you need therapy. Like, that doesn't mean that, like, you're bad or you're damaged or you're fucked up or whatever. Like, it just means that, you know, shit happens and it didn't start with you and it wasn't your fault, you know? Do you like Reddit and YouTube short Instagram reels? Oh my god. I get addicted to the short form content like TikTok, so like Instagram reels or YouTube shorts. I find myself stuck on them so many times. Like, I literally had to, with my mental health, I literally had to be like, I am not allowed. I am not allowed on TikTok. I am not allowed on Instagram shorts or YouTube shorts. I'm not allowed on Instagram reels. I'm not allowed to do this because sometimes you'll scroll and you'll get a really awesome inspirational video, and then you'll scroll again and it's about some fucked up racist shit or some sexist shit or some transphobic shit, and I'm just like, bro, I'm getting whiplash. Like, please, can we just I need cat videos. I literally watch so many cat videos. Mostly because I miss my cat after she passed and I can't get a new one right now, but like, I want to make more YouTube shorts. I know I tried to for like 31 Days of Samhain. I think they worked out a little bit, but like, I just want to get like a little bit better at it before I like incorporate it regularly. And let me tell you something, I don't know what it is, but I'm like very particular about like my thumbnails when it comes to YouTube, and the fact that I'm not able to like make a custom thumbnail for YouTube shorts really messes with how my feed looks, and it messes with my brain. And I'm like, please let me please let me put thumbnails on shorts. Like, I hope they let you. I don't know if they do now, but like, I tried to for 31 Days of Samhain and it's like, there wasn't a button. I couldn't find the button. And if there's no button, I don't think I can do it. So lame. I'm almost done with my tea, guys. My teapot is not big enough. For those of you guys who are new, this is my teapot. I'm trying to make it to where you can see it because the glare is so bright. But yeah, it's my favorite. It's my child. Rockabye teapot. But yeah, it's great. So, oh, thank you, Bambi. Thank you for, talking about my ebook. Thank you for actually reminding me about something else that I've been trying to remember to talk to you about since the whole time I've been on live. Exciting, drum roll, please. I have a website coming out. I'm so excited. It's up now, but it's not like fully ready for you to buy everything. But it's called azuradragonfeather.com, and you'll be able to buy my book there. So it's like, basically you don't have to go through Etsy, because I have to come clean, guys. I have to be honest. I have to take accountability, because I've really struggled with keeping up with my book sales on Etsy, and just sales on Etsy in general, because it's kind of complicated in the back end, because like I don't even know how to explain it, but it's just like really difficult to like know when somebody purchased something, know when they got it, especially when I had to like get their email and then email them the book, or instead, no, I'll just have a website where you can go to the website and just purchase it and download it from there. Oh my gosh, I would love to make a physical copy of the book, and I have tried. I've tried to do it. I just need to basically, yes, I do have a book. It's called What the Spell. It's a spell book. There's 13 different spells in there. Beginner, intermediate, advanced levels. What the Spell is what it's called. Yes. There is a YouTube video as well. And I think on my my channel banner, you can still see the book at the top, like the cover of the book. There's nowhere you can buy it online right now, just because of, like I said, Etsy. So many refunds. I've had to do so many refunds just because Etsy is a piece of shit. No offense! I really appreciate it for you guys supporting me there. But I just really have to get it done. Yes! Oh, did you just check it out? Yeah, it's, like I said, it's not completely finished yet. But yeah, it's gonna be set up in a way that's really easy to navigate. There'll be an interactive portion of the website where you can basically like role play learning witchcraft. So I'll have like a whole video when it comes out, when it's like finished and stuff like that. But basically I'll just make it easier from there to where you can like buy anything that I offer digitally there, and then also you'll be able to buy like my physical like witchy stuff too, so like my books, my spell jars, like it'll just all be on the website because it's just so necessary. Dazing videos on TikTok, people using the same songs on TikTok, yeah. Dude, you know what's crazy? Like when you get on like YouTube shorts, like you'll eventually just like every video will be like the same viral sound, and it's kind of annoying. But yeah, anyway, so back to the website. I pretty much just wanted to have a place where like it was like a landing page for like what I do on the internet, because especially with all the censorship, don't even get me started. Like all of the censorship on YouTube is so scary, and so I just have to like seriously like if I have to, like I'll eventually post like videos there, or if I have to like post like uncensored videos on my website, I can do that, and it's not like I'm gonna lose it, you know what I mean? Like I'm using the website host called Universe. If you have never heard of it, you really actually need to. I think it's only available on Apple or iOS software, but it's essentially like the greatest thing that's ever happened in my life. It's so easy to create a website, it's so easy to navigate, and they are so good with customer support, which I feel like is really rare. Like having good customer support is like so rare these days. Like the moment I message them saying, hey, this button isn't working, why can't I like put a price tag on it, and they'll be back within 24 hours, and I'm just mwah, chef's kiss. I definitely recommend it. So yeah, I'm just super excited about that. So the website will very soon be like pretty much the main thing that I promote, just because it'll, you know, you'll be able to like sign up for an email list and stuff like that. So like you'll get discounts from, you know, like whatever, like you'll be able to get discounts on readings, you'll be able to book readings with me, you'll be able to, you know, custom order books, you'll be able to order my actual book that I wrote, any books that I write in the future, like anything, honestly, anything you can think of. And I'm really excited because like I've always wanted a website, but like I'm not like I'm like tech savvy, but I'm not like web design tech savvy. Hey Jasmine, thank you for joining. I'm not like, I can't like engineer a website from scratch, you know what I mean? Like I just can't. Like, I would love to, but there's only so many hours in the day, and like I said, I need to play Animal Crossing. Like, come on, man. I need to. Hi, Jasmine. Oh, if you want to collab, you can message me on my Instagram, or you can check out my business email, which is azuradragonfeatherofficial@gmail.com. So I will get back to you as soon as I can. Is it international that the book is free? What'd you say? Hold on. To download on your website. I will only be... It's the Daenerys for me, dude. She's the best. So it's pretty much only going to be like $5.99 to buy my book. Like my ebook. Like I don't really want it to be like inaccessible for people, but I also, if I made it free, like I wouldn't be able to keep up with like giving it to everybody. And I worked really hard on the book, so I just wanted to make it like super affordable for anyone who wanted it. Maybe I'll even make it like I think I was gonna make it $4.99, not $5.99. So it's literally only gonna be like $5. Skip your Starbucks coffee and get my book instead. But yeah, just because like I don't want it to be, like I said, like super difficult or whatever. And then I also will be doing like giveaways in the future where I'll like give away my book. So you, like if you can't purchase it because of like the country you live in or like whatever the hell, then I can still like, you can still read it. Okay, so if it is downloadable, that's fine. If it's a physical glossy hardcover, yeah, 50. I mean, I would love to have it as like a hard copy. Like I said, I'm working on it. I found a couple websites that let you do like print to order, but like they're all like paperback. Like I love books, but like if I can buy a book with a hardcover, I'm gonna buy a book with a hardcover. Like I ruin books when I read them, so especially when they're like paperback, I'll like I'll just destroy them on accident. I truly love my books to death, so I need hardcovers or I destroy them. Ripped books that I have ripped on accident. Sorry. But you know, like just like taking it one step at a time, and like I'm focusing on I'm focusing on like pretty much like just trying to get back on my YouTube channel, get on like a regularly scheduled situation. Oh, thank you for saving my website. That's so sweet. I'm just like trying to get back into like a regular schedule on here and just like really focusing on like getting a good foundation to like really like kick it into high gear next year, because I have so much I have to do next year. Not in like a stressful way, but just like it's things that I've always wanted to do, but it's just like if I don't properly prepare for them, like they're just not gonna come out the way that I wanted them to. And like if I'm doing something big and epic and awesome, like I want to just like take that extra time to put in like the effort and energy, you know? So would I make an audiobook in the future? Dude, of course. I love reading. I love it so much. I actually have wanted to do like a read through of the Harry Potter series on this channel, just because like I've never read the Harry Potter books. Oopsie. But like I've seen all the movies, and like as a kid, like Harry Potter was really, really heavily influenced like my love and desire of like witchcraft and magic. But I have to be honest, I haven't read the books. And so I was like, oh, wouldn't it be so cool if I just did like a read along through like the like Harry Potter series, but like the copyright, I don't know. I'm still looking into it, because like I have found like read throughs of the books on YouTube. We'll see. But yes, dude, I love Star Wars and Star Trek. I actually, someone who I used to date, their parents like worked on Star Trek, and so, and like they had like a Star Wars collection, and I was just like really into it for like really into like the learning of that and like the behind the scenes of it. But like I grew up watching Star Wars with my dad and Star Trek with my dad. If you have seen the like, I don't know which episode it was or like which movie it was, but there's like one Star Trek episode where there's like a cyborg like hive mind like leader. Oh, I love her. She is my spirit animal. It'd be like a book club, yeah. So we have a book club in the Hatchling clan. It's kind of dead right now just because like I haven't really been present. Like I said, I'm like really trying to like breathe life back into everything that I'm doing, just because I'm like feeling alive again. We had a book club for a while, and we were reading like different types of like witchy books. The Borg, loved it. And the last book that we read was Wicca by Harmony Nice, or her, is it just Wicca? I think her title's a little bit longer than that, but we did that. Yes, I still do use Amino. It is still one of my favorite social media platforms. It's just kind of toxic. Just have to say that. Your witch fire has been rekindled. Yes, it has. I feel so alive. I'm the kid who made the border designs for the hatchling. Oh, dude, I love you. Hello, I didn't know that that was your username on YouTube, but so happy to have you here. Have you seen the book? Oh my gosh, she went away. The Book of Boba Fett's Star Wars show trailer for Disney Plus. No, I will not use Disney Plus. I'm not giving money to Disney if I don't have to. I like the thought of wearing sand clothes and wandering far places, yes. Yeah, honestly, I find Amino to be too strict. See, that's the thing, because like when, like even in the hatchling clan that I have created, like I have to follow Amino's guidelines, and like sometimes and it's honestly kind of been a conflict of interest, because like there was this whole, like I don't even want to get into it, but there was like this whole drama situation that happened in the hatchling clan where like people were like up in arms against me, and they were saying that I was like a cult leader. And I'm just like, bro, I'm not a cult leader. It's just Amino's guidelines are so strict. Like, come on. Like, I'm not trying to like, I'm not trying to censor you in what you want to share. It's just like, if you don't have resources, I have to disable it. Like, it's so... I mean, you could say the hatchlings rebelled, but like the way that they treated me, it's like they weren't real hatchlings. Like they literally like were so vindictive. They like deleted one of my other channels, and then they like deleted content, and like it was just the whole thing. Like, it was really dramatic and really kind of scarred me. Like, it's just like really hard, you know, because like people go in there like into the hatchling clan and they like are such a fan of my channel and the content that I create, and then they get to like yeah, no, it was real serious drama. Like, that's kind of why I took a huge step back from the hatchling clan, was because of that drama. And like I pretty much just like, I'm really like, let me just spill the tea, I guess, because it's hot. But basically like people would go in there with like this huge expectation, and like, well, you haven't seen drama on the Amino recently. Like, this drama happened years ago, so like just know that. Like, it happened 3 or 4 years ago. This happened like really like not even a year after like the hatchling clan was like made. And it was just really, really awkward because like people would come in here with like this like huge like some people would like put me on a pedestal, right? And like I understand like putting your favorite like influencers like up on a pedestal, like you look up to them or whatever, but at the same time like it was kind of tricky because like I'm literally in the hatchling clan like intermingling with you guys. Like, I'm literally hanging out and chatting with you guys. Like, I am a hatchling too, you know, like, sure, you can call me the mother of hatchlings, but like at the end of the day, I'm just like you guys, and I want to hang out with witchy people just like you guys. Like, I'm not like so far above. No, I'm not. I'm literally like just the same as you guys. And they would like get mad in a like special way when I would say they couldn't post something. They would be like, Asura is censoring us, like it's about free speech and blah. Oh my gosh, you recall that drama? Holy shit. Like, it was like, it's really kind of awkward. You know, like, man, like, and I just like, there was nothing I could do, you know what I mean? Like you can't post about sex magic on there, which was just like shitty in and of itself. And then there was just like, so like there were just like a couple of like leaders and curators in the clan that just turned out to not be awesome, and then people were stealing the way that I like set up the clan and like replicating it on other aminos. And holy shit, guys, like my mental health was just like, I can't do this. So I like literally like took like a huge step back from the hatchling clan, and that's like why I really haven't been like pushing it as much as I really used to. But like I said, like I'm going back into it, and like I feel like it's rested. Like I feel like the hatchling clan has like rested enough to like have me go back in there and like rebuild it and stuff like that. And like some of the people who were like leaders and curators there have like been there for years, and like, excuse me, and like, dude, they're so incredible for like sticking it around with me. Like, some of the people over there are just like so incredible, and that's why I haven't left or haven't deleted it. And also, I'll never delete the hatchling clan until I'm able to like make my own app that's better than Amino. Like, that's the ultimate goal. Excuse me, the ultimate goal is to make my own hatchling clan app for your phone that I don't have to follow any stupid Amino bullshit. Because it's really annoying. Like, try telling an Aquarius not to do something, it doesn't work. But yeah, you can still follow me on the hatchling clan, you can still engage on the hatchling clan. It's actually a really incredible community. Like, people are always posting content there that's insane. Dragon Tales is literally my life. And like, I'm going to be posting more content there and going to be, you know, chatting more over there. And like I said, I'm doing an Animal Crossing channel called Azuzu Crossing, and we have a channel we have a chat in the hatchling clan called the Clanimal Crossing chat that's literally just for playing Animal Crossing. So if you like need people to play Animal Crossing with, you can go there. But yeah, it's just gonna need some tender love and care to kind of like get it off the ground again, because like I said, I haven't really been there because it was too much. But I think it's good now. I think of the hatchling clan as a safe, cozy space that allows you to express your craft. Exactly! And there were so many people who would like literally join the hatchling clan like from other like aminos just to like post that I was like, I like gained so many haters on Amino. Like, it's, can we just get into this? Like, I've never talked about it because I didn't want to like cause drama, but like, fuck it. Like, I got so many haters on Amino just because I liked to read DJ Conway books. Like, everybody was like saying like, don't listen to Dragonfeather, her draconic witchcraft isn't real because she's following DJ Conway, and that's not accurate. And I would literally get like freaking bashed in like the Pagans and Witches Amino chats for draconic witchcraft because I like literal, oh my god, because I like literally just like to read this one author, and I'm just like, bro, I'm not saying you have to follow DJ Conway, I just like her books and they're good to read and they're a great place to start, but like with anything else in witchcraft, don't just take everything from one source. That's like absolutely stupid. And then like I originally in Pagans and Witches Amino had like all of these like different chats for mythical creatures, and then I got a strike and I was silenced because they wanted to put all the mythical creatures into one chat room, and I'm just like, bro, that's like putting all of the different types of like Afro-Caribbean practices into one chat room. It just doesn't work. And like then I had to like make my own community because like Pagans and Witches couldn't handle me. And then it was so awkward because like I was getting sponsored by Pagans and Witches Amino, and like it was so cringy because like the people who were running Pagans and Witches Amino didn't realize that I was getting sponsored, and then they weren't featuring my sponsored posts. Oh my gosh, guys. Guys, like it was so bad. Like, and no hate to like Pagans and Witches, yeah, African, yeah, dude. And like I'm not hating on Pagans and Witches Amino because like it's literally such an incredible place for resources, like, and it's such an incredible place to find like really unique creators. Like I love that. Like I love so many people who I found in Pagans and Witches Amino, but like, and like I tried to like be a curator there, and I tried to like get involved and stuff like that because I love that. Like I love being involved in the community. That's like one of my favorite things to do with the whole witchcraft situation, right? I love being involved in the community. But like, because I was like a YouTuber who was like, had like a following, like I had like this like, people had like this weird energy about me. They were like, oh, here comes Dragonfeather thinking she's the shit. And I'm just like, no, I just want to fucking help you guys. Like, what? What? And then I was like under contract, so I like couldn't delete my videos about it. Like, oh my god, like what? Like, so that's why I left Amino for a while. But like, it's fine. Like, I'll just stick to the Hatchling clan, and I have Unicoven too. If you guys didn't know, I have like a spin-off. It's like the sister coven of the Hatchling clan, where we focus on like love, light, healing, and magic, and like active practice, and is like pretty much a place to like, if you need a coven and you like don't feel like you have a coven, that was kind of the whole point of it. But like I said, again, I have to like just, you know, give it some tender loving care and like get back into it. I would have played with it and said like, don't you know who I am? I am the dragon mother. Oh my god. Dude, there was like literally this like tiny little posse of like draconic witches who like didn't follow like the DJ Conway situation, and who were like in Pagans and Witches longer than I was, who were just like basically like actively like in the chat room, like in the Pagans and Witches like draconic chat room, were like actively saying, don't listen to Azura, like don't listen to any of her content, don't do that. And I was like, bro, I'm a human being, like the fuck? Like this is literally against, like you're violating amino guidelines, but like they're upholding it. And like I don't know, like, and all of like many of like the moderators, like the leaders, and I know who you're talking about, I think I'm not gonna say names because I'm not trying to send any negative energy. I'm just letting you guys know like kind of why I dipped off of amino. I don't want to lie to you guys, like I want to be honest. You guys asked, so I'm gonna tell you, like I have nothing to hide. So like I pretty much was just like, you know what, like this is not worth my time. Like I literally came here just to connect with the hatchlings. Like I literally came here just to build a community with the hatchlings, and like everybody and the mama had a problem. Like, bro, if you can't handle the hatchling clan, that's not my problem. That's your problem. But yeah, it was just a shit show. So the good news is that I'll just stick to the hatchling clan. I'll just stick to Unicoven, and I am working on another amino called the Witchy Tube, which is basically just to promote a bunch of witchy YouTubers, because there's so many new good ones. Like recently, like, excuse me, I won't snitch. That's jokes. I won't call out any names. It can take some digging for sure. I recommend joining a Facebook page. You know, that's totally good for people who use Facebook, but I, like, don't engage with Facebook. It's not for me. Let's see. They offer to meet in person if they're willing to mentor you. Oh my gosh, I know. Like, that's the spookiest thing. It's like, the rebellious hatchlings may elect a new queen. Oh my gosh. Like, it was just so sad. And like I created this like chat layout for our chat rooms where it's like you had like a question of the day and activities and challenges and linked chats and like a description and like different moderators. Like you had the chat guardians and the chat guides, and like it was very thorough. Like I literally, I'm a Virgo rising, of course, I have to be thorough, right? So it was very organized, okay? Like, and then all of a sudden, it was like if you didn't have your chat rooms designed that way, like your chat rooms weren't good enough, so like everybody there has their chat rooms organized in some way like that, and it's just like, that's fine. Like, that's fine. Like, you can just admit it. Like that's cool. Like, it's fine. Like, oh my gosh, it's so, it makes me cringe. Like, it makes me cringe a lot. And then like the hatchling clan was like my brainchild, and then I was just like overly emotionally attached to it, and like it just was really like bringing my emotions up and then down and then up and then down, and then not to mention that like stalkers got involved and found me on there, and then it was that bullshit, and then it was like literally people like getting mad and like saying that I was like not a real like draconic witch, and then people saying that they wanted to like fuck their guardians, and that's fine, and I'm just like, what is happening? Like, what is happening? I had a chat in PNW and there was so, dude, it's so dramatic there. Like if you're gonna use amino, here, let me just say this. I know it sounds like I'm like really hating on this app, but I love amino. It's incredible. It really is. But if you're going to use amino, just stay out of the chats. Just stay out of the chats. Like, unless you're in the hatchling clan, then you can like chat with us. But like, stay out of the chats, especially in the bigger communities. Like, just because it's so dramatic, and like people are like it's so hard to like moderate like the bigger communities. Like, there's just not enough people to moderate it, you know what I mean? So it's like, you just gotta be careful, especially if you're new. Like, there's a lot of people in those communities that like talk like they know everything. They'll be like, especially when it comes to like the dragon stuff, they'll literally be like, oh, the High Court of Dragons, like the Dragon King and Queen told me that this is okay, and I'm just like, sir, there's no such thing. You're welcome. Have a good day. And you can leave my chat room, thank you. Like, ugh. Yeah, so just stay out of the chats unless you're in the hatchling clan. Like, it's just awkward. Yes, the leaders are so ban happy. Like, it's unreal. Like, and the second that you like speak out against them, then it's like, it's my way or the highway. Yeah, you're exactly right. And I just didn't want to be a part of that, you know what I mean? And so then I was like, for a while, I was just like, how am I going to create an app where I don't have to deal with this appalling situation? And like, I mean, like, I know, I have faith, I'll eventually make an app. If it's not next year, it'll be soon, because like, I just have that, like, I have that need, you know what I mean? Like, I have a need for an app that's like amino, like that's organized like amino, because that's something that I love about amino. Like, there's so much you can do with it, like, and there's so many different ways to customize it. Like, it's so awesome, but like, it's like the running it, that's so hard. Like, excuse me, especially being the agent leader of a community. If you don't know how it works, there's a bunch of leaders who have like access to like almost all of the moderation tools, but then there's an agent leader who's the only one who's allowed to like promote and demote other leaders and all of that. And then there's like curators who have like a little bit more of like, no, excuse me, a little bit less of the moderation functions. So they can like feature posts and stuff, but they can't like promote anyone to like leader or anything. So that's just an example. But when you're an agent leader, like you have to work on Amino's schedule. So like if you don't show up, like for example in the Hatchling clan, I have to be active at least 8 minutes a day, or Amino will literally get rid of me as a leader. Like they'll literally be like, nope, the Hatchling clan is not yours anymore, we're gonna give it to somebody else. Like it's wild. Like wild. Like especially now that the Hatchling clan has like over 10,000 followers, it's like even more like crazy. So it's just like it's a matter of like, how much do I really want to like, how much do I want to be involved, you know? But like I've done some like thinking and brainstorming with, I know, they literally tried to demote me. Like they tried to give the agent status to one of the leaders who was like active all the time, and like of course she was like, I'm not about to take the Hatchling clan off of you, like what the hell, like what's happening? And poor girl, she was like, I swear I didn't do it, I wasn't trying to take it from you. And I'm like, I know, Amino's just kind of whack sometimes, I trust you, it's fine. But oh my gosh, it was wild, man. And then they're like on probation, like the Hatchling clan's on probation now, and it's been on probation since before COVID, and I've like been trying to go with like, you know, there's customer support, but their customer support sucks. And like for a while I was like getting help with Amino from like, you know, my connection from being sponsored, and then that was crazy, and I'm pretty sure they stopped sponsoring me just because of the drama. Like it's so annoying, like it's freaking annoying. So thanks for listening to me spill that tea. I'm done. And with that, the tea is gone. But yeah. But you know, like it's fine. Like I'm not gonna like let all the drama kick me off of the Amino, because I love Amino, like I said, and I just have been working with like, you know, the leaders and curators now to kind of like rebuild it and kind of see what's gonna be the best thing moving forward. And I'm actually really excited about it for the first time in a long time, just because like I said, like when it's so much drama, like like I said, like I hate people, like I hate peopling. I don't like going out, I don't like dealing with drama, I don't like dealing with bullshit, especially when people are fighting in the chat rooms and the only time they listen is when I go in there and tell them, because for whatever reason, when Dragonfeather says it, you have to listen to it, but when my mod says it, they're doing something behind my back when I literally hired the mod because I trust them, so they're literally an extension of me. Like, what the hell? Why aren't you listening? So it was just a lot, but I'm better now. I have plans. I'm excited. I love blogging on the Hatchling clan. Like, I don't like blogging anywhere else besides Amino. Like, just the way Amino's just so much fun, guys. Like, I just love creating content on Amino. It's too much fun. Podcast, yeah. I would love to do a podcast, although it's a little bit tricky when you don't have a computer. That's all I'm gonna say. But as soon as I'm, like, able to have, like, that setup, or, like, you know, like, have a situation where I'm, like, able to properly record audio, that would be so, so, so much fun. TikTok for the millennial soul. Basically. I've also been getting more active on TikTok too. I've been really enjoying TikTok. I've been starting to do a lot of like activism type of content on there, mostly as a way to kind of like kind of get used to making activism content, because I want to make more of it. Like just because like I really think it's important, especially as somebody who has a platform. Like, I want to bring awareness to issues that I think are extremely serious, but like at the same time, I don't want to like make that content from an emotional place, because if I do, I'm going to miss something, I'm going to mess it up. So it's like very research heavy type of content, you know? And so it's like it's so much different making like activism content on YouTube than it is on TikTok. So like, I can make an activism video on TikTok that's like 15 seconds and really get the freaking message across, and people understand it, and people will like engage with it, and then like, you know, go sign the petition or go donate or do that really easily. But when I do like a full video about it, like I have to have, you know, a timeline, I have to have the history, I have to have, you know, the resources, and I have to have everything linked, and like sometimes it overwhelms my brain, I won't lie. But I do really truly want to make more content like that, because it's really important to me, especially when it comes to like people's native spiritualities being like corrupted by people who might look like me. It's really annoying. So yeah, I do talk to my dragon guardians. Not necessarily talk to them. I would say like I meditate and like hold space with them, or I'll just like be thoughtful, like mindful about them. Like I'll keep them in my mind. Or like I'll just like take a moment or like light a candle for them, or I'll do like a prayer for them or whatever. So it's a little bit different. And some days, you know, some days I have hard days, but it's how it is, you know. You can't like hold yourself to this rigid structure when it comes to spirituality, because it's just not, it doesn't work like that. Like, you're gonna feel different every day, and you have to understand that the best that you can do isn't gonna be the same every day. Like, the best that I can do today is not the best that I can do tomorrow, and it's really important to remember that. I tend to channel kind of and try to interpret their messages, yeah. You know, I mean, like, I would say that, like, I visualize my guardians more than anything. Like, especially around bedtime, because, like, I mentioned I struggle with my mental health, and sometimes at nighttime that's when it acts up. And so I have this like visualization technique that I do before bed that really helps relax me. And it's like my guardian is like laying around me. So like I'm sleeping right here and my guardian's like coiled around me, and it really helps me sleep and like not get spooked or whatever. It's not every day I do this at 3 a.m. and it's the same every day. Yeah, seriously. You know, like I don't really think I even know my guardians' real names. I just call them my guardians, you know? And like I'll give them names, you know? And I think that's the best thing that you can do with dragons, is like give them a name as an offering, you know? Just be like, hey, can I give you a name? Like, it's my gift to you, you know? Like, names have power, and so they collect the names to be more powerful. What are you doing for Thanksgiving and Christmas? I do not celebrate Thanksgiving because it's kind of racist. Minus the kind of. And also, the whole glorification of dead birds is really weird to me, so I kind of just don't participate. I actually did a poll on my channel if you guys wanted me to turn November into Halloween 2.0, so basically calling it Spooksgiving. So we'll probably be doing that on the channel for the first time this year, doing a Spooksgiving. But for Christmas, I think my boyfriend's coming to visit. I don't really know because of the whole COVID situation. Full disclosure, I am unvaccinated, but it's because of a health concern. I've had a really bad history of reacting really bad to vaccines. And so I basically have been in quarantine ever since, because like I feel like that's the responsible thing to do. So I only really leave if I absolutely have to get food, or if it's like a medical reason that I'm leaving, like if I have a doctor's appointment. Always wearing 2 masks, and I social distance with the people in my house too. All the people who I live with are vaccinated, and like my boyfriend's coming from Canada, and that's like a really long travel. And so, I mean, he's vaccinated, but like I'm not, you know what I mean? So like I've had a really bad history with pneumonia, and I've nearly died a few times from pneumonia. We don't need to talk about it, but like essentially if I get COVID, it's not going to be a good thing. So that's kind of why I like, sorry, I have to stand up. That's kind of why I like don't really know what I'm doing this year for Christmas. I don't know if I'm doing anything this year for Christmas. I'm just kind of like leaving it up to the universe. Like I don't know. Yeah, possible Canadian variant. That's what I'm saying. And like my poor boyfriend, he's like, I just want to see you. I miss you so bad. And I'm just like, that's great. I don't want to die. Like I'm not like afraid or anything. Like I just don't want to be like nothing makes me more mad than like the LA influencers who are like having these parties throughout COVID and stuff. And like trust me, I've had every opportunity to be involved in like those like parties in the LA influencer scene, but like it's just, it doesn't sit right with me, you know? Like even when they're like getting their rapid tests or whatever, like even if they're showing like negative COVID or whatever, it's like it doesn't sit right with me. So I'm not a part of it. And we're just kind of taking it one day at a time for the whole situation. My feather didn't do any festivities this year because in Hinduism you cannot celebrate festival for the year. For the year after he did. Oh, I see. Well, that's what I'm saying, man. It's just kind of like, I don't want to make any concrete plans, you know? I'm just kind of like trying to take it as it goes. You know, one day at a time. That's really all I can do. What's your New Year's resolution? My New Year's resolution is to post at least 2 or 3 videos a week for the whole year 2022. That would really make me happy because like I've always like I've had this like vision in my head for my YouTube channel for so long, and I just like have not had the spoons to like do it because I needed to focus on myself, and it's like, how am I supposed to help save the world if I can't even save myself? Like, it doesn't make sense. It's like kind of backwards. So I've just been really taking this time, you know, since COVID happened to really just focus on myself and tend to myself and really ask myself what I need and really be there for myself and give myself permission to kind of have breakdowns if I need to, and to, you know, giving myself permission to cry and like miss the people who I've lost. Like, I've lost so much family and so many loved ones that I'm just like, bro, like I gotta process that. Like, you can be go with like, you know, social media is so instantaneous. Like, you post something and 5 hours later it's irrelevant, honestly. And like, you can get so lost in that rush and that grind that like you forget to be a human. And I just like really had to remind myself to be a human. I had to, you know what I mean? Like, I had to take care of myself. And I feel like it really shows too, you know, like people in my life now have really noticed. They're like, wow, there's something really different about you. And I'm just like, for fucking finally, like, bro, like, I really tried. Like, I really tried really hard to, like, get my shit together. I don't like Christmas movies. Is that the wrong answer? Oh, I know. The Nightmare Before Christmas. That's my favorite Christmas movie. Oh, are we having like vaccine drama in the chat? That's kind of awkward. The exciting thing about the vaccine, fun fact if you didn't know, the vaccine's actually been in development for over 50 years. For the mRNA vaccines, that technology has been in development for over 50 years, and a lot of people think that the COVID vaccine like just came out and it's just like this new experimental thing, and it's just like honestly such a problem because it's like over politicized. Like, that's the only reason why there's like so much drama right now, because people think that it's being oppressed and it's just really not that way. So anyway, have you seen Billie Eilish is playing Sally? Ooh, she's really good for that. I think she'd be really good for that. That's all I gotta say, you know? It's really kind of amazing, you know, that humans are able to like understand how things like cells and DNA works. Like, the fact that we can't even see this stuff with our naked eye, and we've like invented things to like view things on a microscopic level. If you guys have never looked into a microscope before, that is one of the coolest things ever. Like, when I was in school, we had to do, like, when I was in my, like, I think it was my biology or my anatomy class, we had to look at our blood underneath, like, a microscope. Oh my gosh, that was the coolest thing. That was the coolest thing. Like, I was able to see my own blood cells. Like, what? That is crazy. Like, that stuff makes me so happy. Like, I'm such a science nerd. Like, it's so true. Like, it's just like, wow, like, we did that. Like, we really did that. We don't even see all the light. I know. So then if you like think about it, like, humans literally only see like this much of like the visual spectrum, right? our senses like literally only take in like literally such a minuscule amount of input and information, then it's like you have to think about how much of this world are we actually missing? Like how much of this world do we not get to see? Do we not get to hear or taste or smell or experience or anything outside of the, you know, the freaking like senses that we have? It's like crazy. Yeah, my dad is anti-vax too, and it's just too much. But like all I have to say is like it's so incredible to me that like we literally like the more we learn, the more we realize that we know nothing. You know what I mean? Like that's so cool to me, like that we don't there's so much that we don't experience. And then it's like when you realize that like we don't even see like everything, then it becomes really like so much more like plausible to believe in things like spirits, and magic becomes more plausible. And then like could you imagine if like us raising magic there was actually something visually happening around us but we just don't have the eyes to see it? Like that thought alone just blows my mind. It really does. Yeah, magic is unmeasured science to me too. One researcher managed to change his own DNA to fix his lactose intolerance for 2 years. Well, lactose intolerance isn't actually a defect. It's because we are born with the lactose enzymes to, well, the enzymes to digest lactose when we're young because like we're babies and we drink milk. But as we grow up, we naturally lose that because guess what? We don't drink milk anymore. So being lactose intolerant is not a deficiency, it's actually normal. And the only reason why someone is not lactose intolerant is because they've been consuming lactose since they were young. The more you know. Dropping science, man, it's so good. Like, that's all I do with my life is learn. Like, I literally am always reading something. I'm always trying to learn more. I feel like I can never learn enough, and my life is way too short. I'll never learn enough. And that's what makes me sad, man. It makes me sad that I'll never know everything. So then it's like motivation to see like, oh yeah, bitch, well how much can you learn until you're gone? You know, it's like a challenge or something. Aliens do exist. We're the aliens. Surprise! Cow! Literally, have you just seen a child? Like, have you seen an infant? How can you look at a baby and not be like, we are all aliens? We're all aliens. Like, it's you can't convince me otherwise. Dude, when I think of like who was the first person who decided to like milk a cow and drink it, like that's so weird. And then you think about it, like somebody had to take the milk, then they had to like leave it out to rot and mold, and that's how we got cheese. Like cheese is literally just moldy cow tit juice. Like how is that appetizing? Like it's just so weird to me, man. Like I'm just like, whoa, like there's this like really nice looking apple over here, bro. It's not just you. Did you mean babies are ugly? No. I'm just saying when you see a baby, like they look like aliens to me. Like they literally like look like aliens to me. Like I see them and I don't see anything of Earth. Like I don't see an earthly being when I look at a baby. And like I'm like, you come from somewhere else, like dear child, you are from the stars. Like everything in this like freaking world is pretty much born ready to go, or like their childhoods are so fast. Like they're like have you ever seen a hummingbird like from babies to like ready to go? They're like ready to go in a couple weeks, man. More like 6 weeks. But like all I gotta say is that the fact that humans come out of us and then they need a whole 24 years to develop their brains, like, that's some alien shit, like, right? Some alien shit. Like, that sounds like alien stuff to me. You can't convince me otherwise. Can't convince me otherwise. So, that's that. Hope you enjoy being an alien. It's pretty cool. I think Children has the most purest view on magic. Oh yeah. Dude, I don't understand like why people don't understand like children are the ultimate teachers of this world because they're fresh from source. Like, they are literally fresh from the stars. And like, dude, I'm getting chills. Like, some of these like parents on TikTok I've seen share things from that their children have told them that like the children should never have known, but they just do. And like, the parents never told the children anything. They just say something, and it's like, how do you know that? Like, how? Like, how do you know that? How do you know that? It doesn't make sense. Unless you're an alien and you're connected to the stars, like. And like, yes, you're absolutely right. When it comes to magic, like, my biggest tip is to reconnect with your inner child so you can see the world with that childlike wonder, because children are always curious and always trying to express and experience and explore, and like, all of it's lost because of the society that we have, and then our traumatized parents traumatize us, and then because everybody has trauma, everybody has trauma in some way, shape, or form, and then like, they pass that down to us, and then some of us are told that we can't be ourselves. Like, for me, for example, like, me being witchy as a child, like, me, especially the whole dragon thing, like, people will be like, oh, like, there she goes with her imaginary dragon friends. They weren't imaginary. They're still here. That's all I gotta say. You know, like, they're so tuned in. Like, I personally will never have kids. Like, child-free for life, will never change my mind. It's not for me, don't want that. But like, I'll be the cool aunt. I'll be the cool aunt who babysits from time to time. You know, just because like, I value my time, I value my space, I value my cleanliness, and my video games, and my food, and my money way too much to have children. It's just not for me. Everyone has trauma, no matter how mild or severe. Absolutely. And like, that's the thing, you know, like, people need to understand that like, for some people, like, the same thing will traumatize somebody, but like, it won't traumatize another person. And like, when it comes to trauma, like, it's about how your brain interprets what happened that makes it trauma. Like, for me, like, sometimes, like, for me, people touching my hair traumatizes me. It just does. I hate that shit. But for some people, getting their hair touched could feel so relaxing and soothing. And like, that's the difference, you know what I mean? That's the difference. Most people experience mild trauma at some point in their life, but that doesn't necessarily make people traumatized. Like, with a disorder. This is according to clinical psych. No, yeah, I completely agree. Like, and you need to understand too, though, that like, just being in the world that we live in, the way that society is traumatizing. Like, people need to understand that like, the way that society is built and the way that like, it operates, especially under capitalism, especially under like, systems of power like government and stuff like that, is traumatizing. Like, and sometimes it's traumatizing to people more so than others, you know, like, depending on who you are and how it affects you, you know, will traumatize you more than somebody else. But like, everybody's been through some shit, and I just think it's important to remember that, you know, like, you never know what someone's going through, and just to be compassionate and kind and like, aware of what somebody may or may not be going through is just something to consider, you know, like, just be nice to people. Like, there's just so much shit already, man. Like, we don't need to add to that to each other. Like, it's just, you don't need to, man. We don't need to add to that. So, there's that. I'm getting quite exhausted from talking for so long. But, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that I'm probably gonna dip in a little bit, but I'm gonna stay just for a little bit longer, because I love hanging out with y'all. I don't vibe with the whole pyramids are built by aliens. Oh no, that's so racist. That whole like ancient alien stuff is so racist. What do you say to people when they say witches and magic are fake and not real? I don't really say anything to them because it's a waste of my time. I mostly just laugh at people because they literally have no idea what they could experience. And that's probably, like, I honestly feel like the thing that I would say to people is like, well, you know what, those who don't believe in magic will never see it. Like, that's just the way it is, you know, like, and it's the same thing with God too, you know, like, if you don't believe in God truly in your soul, you're never gonna experience God. And it doesn't matter how many Bibles you read, it doesn't matter how many, you know, sermons you listen to, it doesn't matter how many temples you go to. Like, if you just fundamentally don't connect, you don't connect. You know, like, just like how me, like, I work with dragons. Like, I love dragons. Like, I interpret the world through dragons. And, like, I see dragons. I feel the closest to God or whatever when my dragons are near me. But somebody else might think I'm crazy because I believe in dragons, because they don't fundamentally believe in dragons. They don't fundamentally connect. And no matter what I tell them, no matter how many times I share my amazing experiences that I've had with dragons with them, it's not going to change their mind because they don't fundamentally connect with that. And that's why I feel like it's so important for people to realize that some people do not fundamentally connect with magic. What a sad existence, in my opinion, but some people just don't, and that's okay. Like, it doesn't mean that they're any less than, or they're, you know, like, boring or whatever. No, it just means that they fundamentally don't connect. No matter how much they try to believe, if they just don't connect, they don't connect. Like, and it's not anyone's place to tell somebody that they're wrong, you know? When it comes to spirituality and stuff like that. Thanks for stopping by, Mark. It was great to have you hang out. I'm an omnist in that way, every religion. Yeah, so is, I would say I'm probably the same way too. And so is my boyfriend. My boyfriend is very much, an omnist, although he probably doesn't know what that word is. He's just like, I think that if, like, everything is, like, the same thing because it's, like, leading you to the same place, right? So, like, it's rooted in love, right? And that's the answer. Like, it's always been about love. Like, this light, this experience, this life, this experience, this planet has always been about love. And it's the humans who reject that have corrupted it. You know what I mean? Like, anytime you prioritize something else above love, it will cause suffering in this reality. That's the reality. You know what I mean? Like, if you literally focus more on getting that bag instead of loving yourself first, it will cause suffering. Like, when you align yourself with what you're doing for love, the money will follow. And I really believe that, you know, but, like, I'm very aware that that could also be coming from a privileged position. So if that's, like, a privileged take, please let me know, because I think it might be. But all I have to say is that, like, it's always been about love, and at the fundamental bottom line, it's about love. Do I believe in the concept of karma? No, I don't. I believe I'm the karma. You fuck with me, I'm gonna send some bullshit to your way. Better watch out. Like, I feel like karma, again, is like magic. Like, if you don't believe in it, you don't experience it. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many practitioners of types of witchcraft that cast baneful spells and baneful magic, and they don't believe in karma, and they don't get karma because they don't believe in karma. You know what I mean? I think it's a cop-out, you know? Like, something that makes me really sad is, like, when people who, like, abuse other people, like, oh, your karma will come and get you. It's like, no, they deserve to be in jail, period. Like, you know, like, it's something, like, you know, if you don't fundamentally connect with karma, or the concept of karma, you don't fundamentally connect with karma. Like, you know, like, you could believe karma, like, affects everybody, you know, like, you could believe that it's a fundamental law of the world, but, like, again, it's really a human concept. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to, like, be rude, just being honest. I mean, I used to believe in karma, but I stopped believing in karma because I have been through some very ugly situations, and I have been, like, abused, and a lot of shit has happened to me, and nothing ever happened to them. Why not? Where's the karma for them, huh? I don't believe in it. Have you ever seen the show The Witcher? No, but I actually really want to watch it. Might watch it soon. I really want to try Butterfly PT. It's psychic enhancing and deep. Oh yeah, I've seen it on TikTok. I've never tried it though. No offense for being honest. No thanks. just trying to tell it how I feel. Yeah, you know, I just feel like at the end of the day, like, no human being knows enough. Like, we don't have, like, the intellectual capacity to understand the universe in its entirety and how it operates. Like, we just can't understand it because we don't have, like, we just, like, okay, like that's what I'm saying, you know? Like, if karma was real, like, there's no freaking way that, like, the people in power today would still be in power. Like, there would be, like, if karma was real, like how would people like Hitler or Mussolini ever have gotten to where they got in their horrible lives? Like, do you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, I don't believe in karma. Like, hot take if I guess, but like, I just don't resonate with it. Like, I see too many things in this world that prove that karma doesn't exist. Or Donald Trump, exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I believe that, like, I am karma. Like, I have to take that into my own hands. Like, if someone's gonna get karma, they're gonna get it from me. Like, if you're gonna fuck with me, I'm gonna sue your ass. You know, like, if you do some dumb shit to me, I'm gonna curse you. Like, I'm gonna hex you. Like, I'm gonna do something to you because fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, I think that karma is an incredibly beautiful concept, and I think it's an incredibly beautiful part of, I think it comes from Hinduism, but I think it's like something, again, that's like not for everybody. It's like just another part of another religion, you know? Like, people believe if they want to. So many people do things because they know they'll get, of course they know they'll get away with it. And this world is like so not set up to hold people accountable, especially if you're like a white guy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many instances in my life where I deserved justice, but I will never see it. And that is proof to me that karma doesn't exist. So I love pineapple on pizza. You can cancel me if you want to, but it is so good. Pineapple, okay, in a perfect world, my pizza would be cheese pizza with pineapples, olives, and onions. And that might sound really nasty to you, but I really love it. It's so good. I know, gross, canceled. Every time I say that, I get canceled. But it's fine, you know, like, you don't have to eat what I eat, alright? Like, it's fine. I eat some pretty weird shit. Like, I can eat pickles like apples. Like, they're so good. I love pickles so much. Like, chef's kiss. Like, I prefer to have, like, canceled on Twitter, basically. Oh my gosh, dude, can I tell you something? So, like, for those of you guys who don't know, I have, like, a not safe for work Twitter account. And there was, like, this, like, trend that happened where, like, if you don't know what findom is, it's basically financial domination. It's a type of BDSM. It's like a kink. And, like, there was this, like, trend where people were, like, photoshopping themselves as broccoli and, like basically just being paid to be broccoli. And I know that sounds really, really strange, but, like, I literally was part of, like, they were called, like, the broccoli findoms, right? And I was, like, in this group, like, hella in this group for a while, and I got so canceled on Twitter. Like, it was so awkward. Like, people were like, it's so disgraceful. Like, I've been doing this for 20 years, and now there are these broccoli all over my feed, and they're taking all of our money, and I'm just like, bro, calm down. People get turned on by having, no. People get turned on by just, like, taking money, but see, you have to understand, on your OnlyFans Twitter, yeah. People understand, like, have to understand that, like, findom is more about a power exchange, right? It's not about necessarily the money, right? It's like, okay, like, what is the ultimate form of giving power? Like, what is the ultimate form of submitting? And that would be giving money over. Like, that is, like, one of the, like, fundamental ways in our society that we, like, function, you know? Like, we need money to, like, exist in this world, and, like, we need money to do things. Like, the more money you have, like, the more you can unlock this life, I guess you could say. So, like, the ultimate, like, way to show your submission is just to give money to somebody. So, like, that was, like, I'm still involved in that community, but we're not, like, freaking, broccoli anymore because I literally, like, I had literal, like, so many people, like, canceling me on Twitter just for, like, photoshopping my face as broccoli and taking people's money. It was so funny. Have you thought about making videos about your past trauma? You know, yes, I have. I've talked a little bit about my trauma on TikTok just because I kind of feel safer on there. I don't have such a big following, you know what I mean? And like I said, my YouTube channel is like witchcraft, whatever. And the types of trauma that I've been through are very polarizing, and I wouldn't be surprised if I like lost a huge portion of my following if I talked about some of the things that I've been through. And for my mental health, like on my healing journey, like I don't want to subject myself to that. Like, can you make us one of your moderators? I really wish I could make you a moderator from my phone, but I cannot do that. It's really stupid. But like, as soon as I'm able to figure out how to like make mods on here, like I'll make mods on here. I'm really sorry if there's like weird shit happening in the chat right now. I'm trying to keep up with it, but like I said, I can't really see the chat very well on my phone. So I'm so sorry. Like, I will do some research to see if I can figure out how to make it like a little bit easier. But basically what I was saying is like, yeah, like I've been talking more about trauma on my TikTok just because I feel safer there. Oh, the ring on my finger is a dragon ring. And it's literally just to keep my dragon guardians with me all the time. And it's also like a fidget thing because I like to bite my nails and pick my nails. So instead I'm just like, fidget with the ring, don't bite your nails. So there's that. But yeah, so definitely check it out on, check me out on TikTok at Azura Dragon Feather if you want to hear more of my story. I will talk more about it, you know, like when I'm more comfortable, and especially when I'm out of where I am living right now, because I have to be very careful with what I share online and what I don't share online because of just where I'm living, and I hope you guys can understand that. But I will get out of this. I will get out of this house in 2022. It is done, so shall it be, and then I'll have my freedom. I'm so looking forward to it. So that's why I'm just really like wanted to hop on here and tell you guys what I have planned for this year, because I'm really getting back into the grind, because I need to get out of here. I need to have my own space. I'm literally gonna be 26. Like, I don't need to live here anymore. So that's kind of like why I'm like really just like focusing on just building my business and, you know, making sure that I'm creating as much content as I can possibly do while balancing it with like, you know, playing with myself, like with, you know, like my playtime, you know, like gotta have my Animal Crossing, gotta have like, you know, my veg out time for watching my favorite content creators and all that. So it's really important. What do you do for occupation except YouTube? I'm just a content creator online. Like, I do, sorry, I have to stand up again. I do mostly YouTube content, but I do like tarot readings, I sell like my books, I sell my arts and my crafts. Have I been to therapy? Yes and no. And the reason why I'm going to say yes and no is because I've been to therapy, but my therapist was like kind of a sexist guy, and it re-traumatized me trying to get therapy, and then I've like really had a hard time getting therapy. So then I was like, what if I do therapy online? Tried to do therapy with BetterHelp, and they scammed me, more trauma with therapy. And then I tried doing a texting service with therapy, and it worked really well actually. But then there was only so much they could do, you know, like I can't get diagnosed for a mental illness through texting for therapy. Like I have to see an actual psychiatrist. So, and then my healthcare was like canceled last year in the middle of a pandemic. What the hell? So I'm gonna go to therapy. But come on, man, like could the universe just throw me a bone? Like could you just like maybe help me out here? No, my therapist didn't come on to me. He was just like sexist in the sense of like when I started opening up about my trauma, he was like kind of victim blaming me, like saying like, but what did you do to like make this happen? Like, but did you take responsibility for the fact that you put yourself in that situation? I'm just like, sir, how do you have credentials to be a therapist? So there's that. Never again. Never again will I see a male therapist. I'm sure there's some good ones out there. I'm sure there's some great ones out there, but for me, it's not good for me. I need to see a woman. Or somebody who's like non-binary, just somebody who's not a cisgendered male. No offense to the cisgendered males out there, but not for the type of trauma that I've been through. So yeah, I hope that I can see a therapist regularly next year. That's kind of like one of the big goals that I have, is to like actually get a good therapist who I trust. And like, that's the thing, you know, when you decide to start your healing journey, sometimes they don't tell you how much you have to fight, you know, how much you have to be an advocate for yourself, and how much you have to be like, look, no, this is fucked up, this is what I need, and this is your job, or I'm gonna fire you. Like, if you don't know that you can fire your doctors and your therapists, now you do. It's just like, yeah, then one helped and then she moved. Yeah, seriously. It's so hard sometimes finding the right people, and like, you know, I'm sure BetterHelp has helped some people with therapy, but like, I literally was scammed out of hundreds of dollars, and I was told, like, I even did like the financial support situation, and it still costed me hundreds of dollars. And it's just like, why am I spending hundreds of dollars for online therapy when I could literally be spending hundreds of dollars for in-person therapy? This was the whole point. Like, I can't afford in-person therapy, but yet it's still costing the same. Like, it was so sad. Like, and it made me so sad. And then it like started to spiral for me, saying like, oh, I'm never gonna get help because it's too expensive, or people don't want to listen to me. And then, you know how your brain does the thing. Oh, so sad. So I literally I've just had to like take time to just stop. Like, I literally was just like, stop moving, stop working, like, don't stop breathing, but stop, like, just chill and just like journal. And I've been doing like tapping. If you don't know what tapping is, Google it. And I really, really, really want to get EMDR therapy. That is the main goal for the trauma that I've been through. So, of course, Dr. Phil isn't a doctor. That's my opinion on Dr. Phil. He should be canceled. And the only good thing he ever did was give Bad Baby a career. Or like a platform to like start her career. No, he's not a doctor. Dr. Phil is not a doctor. He literally has not renewed his license in, I think, over 20 years. If it's not 20, it's 15. And he's sending kids off to these programs that are literally responsible for the death of some people. Like, wow. 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 And the family that I live in, if you don't know, I'm kind of a white girl. Most of my family is heavily Republican, and that was always kind of like a threat in the family, like, oh, if you don't behave, we're just gonna send you away. Like, it's just, no. Hard pass, no, just, no. Just canceled. Anyway, but yeah. That's a whole thing, bro. So, just be kind to yourself, man. And like, especially if like you don't have access to therapy, or you're struggling financially and struggling to like reach out and stuff, it's just really important to remind yourself to just stop and breathe. And like, sometimes, I know as hard as it is to just allow yourself to feel the awful feelings and like hold your hand through it, or like I'll do this thing when I'm like struggling. I'll like hold my neck like this and like rub my face. Or I'll like literally get an ice pack when I have a panic attack, and I'll ice right here. And it's kind of sad. It's like icing your heart, but you have this thing called the vagus nerve that's responsible for your fight or flight, and for your like your fight, flight, fawn, or freeze response. And if you ice it, it helps. Don't ask me the science. It just helps. I learned it from the book called The Body Keeps the Score. I forget the author's name off the top of my head, but I could leave it in the comments when I'm done with the live. But if you Google The Body Keeps the Score, it's a really good book that I think everyone should read. I'm getting like really uncomfortable. I'm like on this really like hard piano chair, but that's fine. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited for, excuse me, the new things to come on the channel. I am like so hyped for my new channels. If you are new here and missed me talking about it, I will be having a new two new YouTube channels. One called Azuzu Bunnycorn, which is basically just going to be everything else besides witchcraft and Theron and otherkin spirituality. My main channel here is just going to be about mostly draconic witchcraft, Theorons and otherkin, and then like, you know, regular witchcraft and spirituality. And like DIYs, you know, crafts and stuff like that will be here. And then I'll have my gaming channel, Azuzu Crossing, where you can watch me play Animal Crossing. And all of that will be linked down below as soon as I can, because I'm on my phone and I wasn't able to like link everything properly. What do you think of influencer giving out their phone number for fans to text them? I actually really want to do that. Excuse me. There's like these special numbers that you can get as an influencer where it's like you're not texting like directly to a phone number. It's like almost like an email list. I don't really know how to explain it, but if you know who Philip DeFranco is, he has one. I think Tana Mojo has one. There's a couple influencers who do, and it's actually really awesome. Text Now is also a good one, yeah. Like, it's a really good thing to do for like influencers who have like a larger following, because it like feels like personal, like being able to text them, but at the same time, like, it's really convenient because you have everything in one place as like an influencer. Do you believe in mythical creatures, for examples? Well, let me tell you something. Vampires aren't mythical creatures. They're very much real. You probably have the idea of like the blood-sucking vampires, the ones that drink blood, and there are like vampires in real life that get energy from drinking blood. Like, they are human beings who get energy from drinking blood. They're called sanguine vampires. Like, I have a friend who was a vampire. Then there's energetic vampires who feed off of energy. You've probably heard negative energy vampires all over TikTok. And then there's hybrids that do both. So yes, very real. If you're asking me about the fantasy, like Edward Cullen type of vampire, or like the ones that have like immortality and like super speed and super strength and stuff like that, that's totally Hollywood taking a spin off of real vampires. But the Yeti, I don't know much about the Yeti. All I know is that there's an Animal Crossing character based off the Yeti, and I hate him. He is so disturbing. But like, I work with mythical creatures in my practice. Like, I'm a draconic witch. I work with dragons, unicorns, phoenixes, mermaids, fairies, literally so many. So I believe that they are higher vibrational entities, light beings, that just don't have a physical form of blood and bone, if that makes sense. But then some dragons like actually do exist. So like, the most common example I have is the earth dragon, which you know as a Komodo dragon. That is a real life earth dragon. You cannot convince me otherwise. So there's that. Mythical creatures, my life would not be the same without them. Why is the Yeti AC character so disturbing? He looks so ugly. So if you Google him, his name is Hans. He's a gorilla character. And like, his whole like interior decoration is like a ski slope. So like, he has like, what about the bearded dragon? Yeah, they're just earth dragons. And then there's some like water dragons too. Do you like Vampire Diaries? Yes. I mean, I'm dressed as Daenerys Targaryen right now. Game of Thrones is elite. Watch all the seasons except the last one. It's so good. Well, maybe just don't watch the last episode, because that was the most depressing one. But like, Vampire Diaries, really loved it. Started out Team Stefan, ended on Team, I think his name is Damien. I'm a beardy mom and his name is Godzilla. That's so adorable. I've always wanted to get a bearded dragon and name it after the Earth Dragon Guardian Grail. I was like, that'd be legit. That'd be so sick. But I'm not allowed to have pets where I live anymore, so I just gotta get out of here so I can have some little fur babies and scale babies and feather babies soon. That would be the dream. I would love birds so bad. I love birds so much. I used to have a bird, but like, it's a long story. Rest in peace, Justin. And yes, I named him Justin after Justin Timberlake because I was obsessed as a child, okay? Awkward, embarrassing. Oh, I'm cringing thinking about all the times that I would watch the NSYNC concert shows on DVD. So much fun. But basically, yeah, Hans is so ugly. Like, I hate him. He's awful in Animal Crossing. All of the gorilla characters are awful. What do you think of True Blood? I don't think I've watched True Blood. Oh shit. I think I need to. Especially with me, like, I was in the demographic where, like, I was like the target demographic for like the vampire trend when like Twilight came out and then everything came out after. I was like the target demographic, so I was like a teenager, like a tween when all that stuff came out. And so my adolescent teenage years were heavily influenced by vampire literature. Don't really know why they wanted to glorify abusive relationships, but that's fine. I remember, like, back in the day, like, the boyfriend that I had at the time, he would, like, sharpen his teeth with a nail file, and we would, like, I don't want to even talk about it, it's so cringy, but, like, I, like, reminisce about it, like, because I think it's so funny looking back at it now, but I'm just like, no, that was a real thing. Like, so many of us, like, who were, like, around my age, who were, like, really young when all that came out, were, like, totally there. The other one to watch is Teen Wolf. I've heard of Teen Wolf too. I think I watched, like, the first few episodes of Teen Wolf, but then I just fell off of it because, like, I'm not really into the wolves part of it. Like, I don't know why, because, like, I've always had dreams of, like dire wolves, I guess you could say, like, big wolves, in my dreams a lot. But I guess, like, the whole, like, human being to wolf transformation I don't really like, although maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but the greatest vampire show ever created was The Originals, which is a spin-off series from The Vampire Diaries. If you haven't watched The Originals, I wish there were more series. Like, I wish there were more seasons because I loved it so much. Like, especially Klaus. Like, oh my gosh. Like, something about, like, Klaus's face, like, the actor, like, his face was just, like, so perfect for, like, wolf-vampire hybrid. Like, I loved it. I loved it so much. And then, I think the name of the, like, really fancy, classy one in Originals, I think his name is Elijah. I think it's Elijah. But, like, never have I seen a more fine man, like, in, like, the movies. Like, I'm not really one to get, like, obsessed with, like, men in acting, but for whatever reason, I was just like, this man, like, Elijah, this man. What's my favorite Halloween movie? Ooh, that's a good one. I think Halloween Town, honestly. Like, no, how can I not say The Craft? Like, I feel like The Craft is totally a Halloween movie, right? Would you consider The Craft a Halloween movie? I think The Craft is a Halloween movie. That's my answer. The Craft is elite. You can't change my mind. It's just too good, okay? But, like, if you mean, like, Halloween movie, definitely Halloween Town. And if you mean horror movie, I don't watch horror movies. So, I mean, the only horror show that I, like, really, really, really loved. Have you seen The Craft Legacy? It's funny that you say that. I actually haven't seen The Craft Legacy, but I'm actually friends with one of the stunt doubles in the show. She's the stunt double for the, what's the girl's name? The black girl's name? I don't remember her name. What's wrong with me? It's been so long since I've seen the show. But I'm friends with the girl's stunt double. So she told me, like, all about it and, like, showed me pictures of behind the scenes, and I was just like, dude, this is so awesome. Like, congratulations, you totally deserve it. Like, she's been working so hard to get, like, an acting gig out here in Cali, and, like, she's from Canada as well, and I'm just like, dude, I'm so happy that she, like, got that role because she deserved it. Hereditary and Midsummer. Okay, I'll check them out. I'll check them out. I've heard of Midsummer. I think I've heard of it talked about by some creators that I've watched, but I don't really know. Hereditary is good. It's honestly accurate. Well, if it's accurate, that's cool. Oh, Scared You to Death. Is it a horror movie? If you haven't seen, okay, so I don't watch horror movies, but when I do, it's not technically a movie. If you've seen the series Salem, the series Salem, if you're into like horror, it's really gory. It's a really gory show. So if you're not into gore, don't watch it. But I had to watch it because of the witches. And I loved it so much. Like, I actually probably would watch it again. But like I said, it's like so gory. I think it is on Netflix, yeah. And I really loved it. Like, it was so good. And like, when I watched it, like, my ex was just like, bro, this is so gory. Like, I can't even watch this. How are you watching this? And I'm just like, it's the witchcraft. I can't not watch the witchcraft. You know, like, I really loved it, you know? So, I definitely recommend watching Salem. I don't really think that counts as like Halloween movies, but like, really good. It always bothers me when people like watch all of these like, you know, like horror movies, like I think there's an actual horror movie called Halloween, and then like Paranormal Activity, and like, you know, like the Chucky movies and the Saw movies, and and like Freddy Krueger, and like whoever Jason is from, like all of these like classical horror movies. I can't do it, guys. I'm sorry. It's just not for me. I don't like it. It gives me nightmares, and then my life is ruined for 3 days. Like, it just, yeah. So the horror isn't for me, but I definitely would watch Salem if you haven't, because it's good. It's real good. But you have to go into it knowing that it's not accurate. It's not an accurate witch show, but it's good. You should definitely watch I Know What You Did. What is it called? I Know What You Did Last Summer series on Amazon. Ooh, I've never heard of it. Final Destination. Nothing else has scared me but Hereditary. OMG. Man, I'm not gonna watch it then. Like, I can't do it. If it's gonna scare me, I can't watch it. I'll literally have like nightmares that ruin my life. Like my dreams are so vivid, you guys. Like, I swear to you, I'm going to a different reality when I dream. Like, that is like my superpower. Man, I don't know what the hell happens, but I'll wake up and be like, what the hell just happened? I've Been Waiting for You is a good movie. Man, all y'all are calling out these movies I've never heard of before. That's wild. But yeah, it's actually getting really late, and like, I kind of have to pee really bad, and I have no way of like muting myself on my phone, and I don't really think you guys need to hear me take a piss. That's not something that I'm willing to share with the internet, paid or otherwise. Like, hey, some people are into that, that's cool, but for me, like, I'm gonna keep my pee to myself, okay? Like, me and my pee are just for me and my pee. But anyway, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I had a blast. I can't wait to do more live streams with you guys, because guess what? I don't have to edit when I do that. And I will say it again. I don't like editing, but I'll edit for you guys. And I know it's fun to edit. I love putting the music. I love making the jump cuts. I love having the funny stuff in the intros and the outros. But it just, you can't beat hanging out with you guys live. Okay, guys? That's all I gotta say. So, as much as I wish I could talk to you guys forever, maybe I'll do like a longer stream in the future. We'll see. But I hope you guys had a great night. Thank you for hanging out with me at the Hatchling Halloween Hangout. Woo! And if you guys missed it, don't forget to check out my new YouTube channels. Azuzu Bunnycorn for like all my extra stuff, just random whatever I want to post, and my Azuzu Crossing channel for any sort of Animal Crossing content. If you're into that in the future, I will link everything down below as soon as I can, and in my next videos I'll talk all about it. I'll post about it on my community tab, I'll post about it on Instagram, I'll post it on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at AzuraDragonFae. Azura Dragonfeather wouldn't fit. So just know that Azura Dragonfae is actually the real me. I just couldn't fit my whole name on there. So if you want to follow me there, you can. What's your opinion on people liking feet stuff? I love feet. I make feet content, but not here. So check me out at Azuzu Bunnycorn on Twitter if you're interested in my not safe for work content. If you're interested in my safe for work content, check me out at Instagram at Azura Dragonfeather or on Twitter at Azura Dragonfae, and I will be so happy to have you there. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys like my first cosplay of Daenerys Targaryen. I think that it's elite. I think I did a pretty good job. So I have so many more pictures over on my Instagram and my Twitters if you're interested. So there you go. And I love you guys so much. But until next time, stay geeky, cheeky, and freaky, little hatchlings. And don't forget to drink your tea. Okay. But I'll catch you guys next time. But I love you guys so much. Mwah. Bye. How do I end this? I don't know how to end this. Yes, okay, bye!